Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of this wonderful Battlerite tournament. Now, it's me, Units Panda. Oja's there beside me. Actually, I'm not sure which. I guess I'll see on my screen.
And if you catch the guy in the background, that's my roommate.
Yeah, and we've got a surprise third get. No, that is not part of it. So, day 2. If we want to talk a little bit about the tournament, it's a double elimination today, which means some today will be in the losers bracket, some today will be in the winners bracket. If you're in the winners bracket, you can proceed through to the final quicker and safer, as you've got a bit of a lifeline, because if you lose your game, you will drop below. So even if the teams at the top drop a game, they make a mistake. I've seen people like the Ninja make plenty of mistakes. Then it is not over for them. Anything else I need to add? I don't know. With the last one as well, we've got the clip contest again, like we do all the time. You right now in the audience in Twitch chat, posting your Twitch memes, can win an indie game if you clip part of your favorite moment from the stream. Maybe it's a play, maybe it's a funny moment, maybe it's a joke. I don't know. But if you clip it, put it in the Discord, and you can have a chance to win an indie game. Getting free stuff for watching games. Who doesn't like that? So, how is everybody? Oja, how are you today? I don't think we've actually said that. We haven't asked how you are.
I'm doing peachy, so just kind of excited. Want to see how this goes. They've teams had times to do adjustments, and it's now double elimination, so it's a little bit more final for to win the tournament. I'm kind of excited.
Excited is definitely the good word. I'm gonna cough, so quickly talk for me.
Words, lyrics, meaning, and meme. No, I'm kidding. So what are you guys expecting as far as adjustments coming from the players? You guys have any expectations? Have you actually did any brainstorming with any of them? No spoilers, but like, tell me some like, I think this team's got a little secret weapon, or they're coming out with some new strat.
I want to see some new strats.
Want to beat me, Chronix? All right, we can do some 1v1 after this. I'll tell you my bad habits. I'll give you all the tools. It's just your job to execute.
I've actually just realized when I mute my microphone, for some reason my webcam cuts to black. And there's just a big black square on the stream. So I'll try not to do that from now on. Right, so first game's coming up. I'm going to have a look at the bracket here. Do we have the teams entered into the bracket yet? It's the real question. We do. We've already got some through. Let me pull my monitor closer so I can actually read
the first one.
So the Papadas, good name, I approve of that name, has already gone through by default, as there is an odd number of players. Same with Team Multinational and
Africa.
That's the word. The only round one we'll have at the moment is Starlight, and Uber is our car.
Carrie. Focus.
Carrie.
Yeah.
Sorry, the name cuts off. I was about to say Uber is our car. Weird name. For some reason, I can't click on the matchup. Yeah, that's why I couldn't see the name. I can't... Are you able to click on the match, Oda?
Oh, you talk about the battle fight? No, yeah. I just knew the team name from yesterday. I had a little bit of inside information.
I want to click on the match to see players and like the info and everything like that, but it's not letting me for some reason.
Fly Stipend. You dropped the link in the call.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Maybe this works. Yes, this should work. Yeah, here we are. Right. Oh.
And now you're able to see it. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm able to see it. So, our first round, the only round one we'll have at the moment is Starlight, which on the roster is I can't pronounce that name. Char1X or Chakes. A Russian name. I definitely can't pronounce.
Yeah, Lagushka, and then Ash.
Lagushka, Ash. And I don't know how technology works. On Uber as our carry focus him, it's got Ganinja, Wicked Man, and of course, I'm Uber. Now, I don't know a lot of the names. Like, I'm pretty, when it comes to Battlerite, I'm not the best player. I'm like low plat, I think, at best, which means I don't know a lot of the high tier players. The only one I do know is Ganinja, who's played my my lobbies, coming in and basically stomping everybody. So I'm definitely interested to see how he'll do in this tournament, starting out in the winners bracket. Uber's our carry focus, and hopefully we're not going to see any dominating Pearls, because Pearl is a terrifying champion to go up against.
Yeah, actually had a very good play later on in the set from yesterday. Got a 2v1. It wasn't actually, I think it was Greninja or someone else playing Pearl as Greninja on the team. But yeah, definitely got a very beautiful double ult kill to take out a Mongo squad. It was awesome.
I really hope we get some good plays so I can watch them. So unfortunately, I wasn't here yesterday. So I want you guys to make me some plays so I can have some to talk about. So we're currently waiting on our first game. Fly's invited me to a private match. Thank you.
There we go. That's the curtain call.
But Royale Founder, never seen that name before.
Ah, the predictor Fly. Yes, apparently he's going to take Wicked Man's spot.
Yeah, he's with it now. Alpha test. So looks like we're going to be jumping into our first match shortly. Oda, who's your favorite champion right now?
Actually, a little bit more broad. I actually prefer playing melees. But Jamila's by far my favorite melee at the current moment.
Jamila. I played a lot of Jamila in Royale, but I'm yet to really feel her effect and play her a lot in Arena. Do you think we're going to see much of her, or is it more of a fan favorite?
I doubt you'll see her. There was 2 Bako bans from last match. Bako finally got through Thorn pick. A lot of Rook played yesterday. Well, and then a few Ulrichs and a few Siriuses. 1 Paloma, a lot of Rukon because Sapir was playing yesterday as well. So those are the melees I picked overall. Fake Corian is asking, is it too late to join the tournament? I would say yes, because they did a Swiss tournament yesterday, but I'll get the final verdict from Fly.
This is day 2, unfortunately.
Yes, sir.
What's happening in the lobby here, Fly? We've got everybody in the lobby, but there seems to be some sort of issue. So bear with us for now. Ugh.
Oh, he's gonna post a message on Discord for the draft. They're gonna do the draft. Usually goes. Yeah. Gotcha. So if you're familiar.
Yeah. Can we see some Meteor plays, please? Yeah. If you might find this out later on, Odo, but I really enjoy Meteors. I think
you would have liked a really solid Meteor play. There was actually 2 plays. One where they dropped a Meteor where Ulrich couldn't space to his team and locked him out completely for a while. Excuse me. And there was another one where Meteor blocked out a Rook from charging. Need water.
You're right there. we might have a bit of coughing today because I'm actually recovering from some sort of chest-related illness, which is how you heard me, not heard me, I muted my mic coughing earlier. So already apologize in advance if I cough into anyone's headset. So they're drafting now. Unfortunately, because it's through Discord, I'm not able to see the draft. So I'm just going to have to sit here and talk about who we're going to expect.
All right, now that I'm not dying. So there was 2 charges, 2 plays. One locking out an Ulrich, another one blocking a Rook from charging. Very solid play.
I love Rook, man. He makes every game more fun.
Yeah. This is a snowball champion, but does succumb very heavily to soft CC. Stuff like Elsa Slow, Eva Oil.
Eva? Is it Eva or Iva?
I'd go Eva. Yeah, I'm wearing the TMNT hoodie Hopeless. Gotta rock some of the childhood good times.
Okay, Greninja's kindly giving us some information. So left team, so that is Team Starlight, am I correct?
Yes.
Team Starlight is banned Pearl, which is wise, because as I was talking about earlier, Pearl is a pain to go up against, especially someone like Greninja who plays too much of that champion, I'm going to be honest. However, in retaliation, right side banned Taya. What's your opinion on Taya? Do you think she's top tier?
There was a particular pick. I would say overall, she does succumb heavily to pressure if there's a Mongol squad pick for the left team, if they decide to go two melees or melee supports. If she's left unchecked, she can do a lot of damage and she builds meter very fast. Fly. Where is it? Cross is asking if his third teammate does not make it, can he be replaced for the first game if he doesn't make it in time? He's on his way home. I think we have a free agent, but I'll just check with you for the final call.
Taylor has two strong hands, but can be pinned down really easy.
Yes,
Well,
good.
if handled correctly. True. I like how Mop's not even on stream and he's still helping me. Helping me with Battlerite. Yeah, fair enough. I quite like Taya, but
Okay.
I mean, it really depends on the players.
Oh, sorry. I should ask Mop then. Mop, Cross was asking for his team if he could get a free agent for the third if his teammate doesn't make it. But yeah, I think Ty is a solid pick if you have people that can keep the enemy disengaged while she can do damage.
Well, nonetheless, we won't be able to see Taya this game because she's banned. However, who we will see is Lucy, Destiny, and Lucy and Destiny on Starlight, and Blossom and Rook on who should we say, Uber or Carry? I'll just say Uber's team.
The carry Uber.
I was just talking about how.
Or Uber car, sorry, as you pronounced it
Uber
earlier.
Car, yeah, Uber car. I know there's always one thing I say that is like, why did I even come on? As I was just talking about, Rook always makes for interesting games with the charge as well. The counter actually is really underrated in lower skill games because it's that short burst of invulnerability, and if you've got the reaction speeds, you can counter while the projectile's in midair, and it's pretty much guaranteed, right? Counters are great in this game. It's why I really enjoy some of Battlerite's mechanics, like the counter mechanisms you don't really see in other games. Because not only is it the counter, but then it also rewards fast reaction times because of the projectile flying, and you can also play mind games around it and prevent your enemies from engaging or jumping on you because they know they've got that counter ready. So it's where one simple ability, one Q ability on Rook can really snowball into really letting the players flourish, and it makes it come down to who's got the most skill. We do also see a Jumon ban from the side of Starlight and a Rhydon ban from the side of Ubercar. Should we call him Ubercar? I like Ubercar.
I'm liking it too, as you say it as well. Oh, you saw my team in T hoodie?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw you do the stream. Man, I wish I had cool hoodies like you. I've just got this basic brown, not brown. Blue. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna be honest.
Like one of the last few things I would not let go from my childhood. I like cool hoodies. Really enjoyable.
Yeah. Cool hoodies are good. Cool hoodies are good.
Alrighty.
Omaewa
Moshinteri. Yeah, he's got yeah, I have a Fist of the North Star hoodie that says that, and they see me home streaming. I have that on quite a bit as well. All right, left picked Shifu, right picked Older. So we actually will see a Shifu come out today. Probably a little bit more comfortable. Definitely gonna explore outside of the normal champs. So Lucy, Destiny, and Shifu.
Yeah, I like that. I like the Shifu pickup. Honestly, I feel like they were lacking that kind of
dive
initiation ability. Yeah, the dive that you really get with the grapple, and I guess the small amount of mobility with his mouse too as well.
Oh, that would be awesome to actually have a grappler. Yeah, next champion. That's less grapple champion. Want to throw people around.
Sure, that won't be infuriating whatsoever. We should be jumping into the game shortly. We're just waiting for a few people to ready up, although Greninja has said go, and when Greninja says something, either you do it or he gets very angry. I know that from personal experience. There is no tip animation. Oh, did we just donate another euro? Do we have alerts on the stream, Fly?
Typing it now. Or he's typing.
Oh, actually, it looks like the lobby's bugged. What's this? Apparently Uber is ready, but it's not showing for anyone else. It's not showing. They'll probably have the stream open. It's not showing for me over here.
Lobby says bugged. Oh, they might remake.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but you're right though, Troinitz. It doesn't look like we have alerts, but thank you for the €1. Really do appreciate it, man.
Yeah, Chronix donated the €1, and someday I beat Ogre in 1v1 was the description. Like I said, man, I'm willing to help you get better, good enough to do so. I would appreciate it. Give me some fun stuff. I love 1v1s in particular when it comes down to like one guy left for each side of the team.
Who's the best 1v1 champion? If you were going to go into 1v1 right now, when it was going to be like against the best player, it was going to be for like $1 million, who would you pick?
For $1 million.
For $1 million.
I'd probably go with my personal comfortable. It'd either be Freya or Jamila.
Freya is the Jamila again. You seem to really like him.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable with the champion. Very, very comfortable. Popular opinion, no one likes it that much. We got no alerts to not interrupt casting. That was the logic behind it.
Gotcha, smart. Yeah. Yeah, that does actually make sense. It looks like we'll be jumping into it in a minute, as there's some lobby issues on the side of Battlerite, not us. But we'll be jumping in a minute, so hold your horses.
And they're just trying to call for early free win, waiting for their guy Uber as well. The agreement, like, we don't want to sweat that much.
I think he's gonna do homework.
You're kidding, right? Totally trolling. We have early calls for GG's. I believe he is trolling, but it is the internet.
I mean, homework's important. But
oh yes, this
I
just feels like time
management.
management. Time management would have been a thing. Oh, he's actually okay. No, he's not serious. All right, cool. He yarned us for a little bit there. If you can just get this man to show up, Negushka, get him.
Flies, let's go.
Going on Fortune. You want to make a 2-minute timer? He was here. Maybe he went to the restroom or grabbed some coffee. Potentially.
The game is. Our chat is making fun of the lobby issues at the moment. What was happening is it seemed like the lobby froze in a way. Like all the people. It
wasn't updating. I guess the server side. Uber was readied up on his side, but it wasn't showing for the rest of the lobby.
It was even when I left. I got an invite for a Greninja, which I thought was weird. But when I left, literally all of us, including Greninja, was still in the lobby. So I think maybe it literally just like froze. Like people were in the lobby that weren't. Interesting, but not a big deal. That was my fire alarm.
Should you be alarmed? Or is it
well,
smoke detector?
it was a smoke detector, and it made 2 beeps and then stopped.
Probably could be the battery. When's the last time you changed it?
I literally just then it was playing up earlier, and I switched the battery, and I thought it was fine. So I'm really hoping it doesn't start beeping during the match.
I mean, it could be letting you know. Might actually be like some trace amounts of carbon monoxide potentially. And usually that's what some smoke detectors do for, as well as smoke. But hopefully it's just not, bugging out.
I'm not really feeling confident here, AJ.
Sorry, I'm just going worst case scenario to best case scenario. Maybe it's just a little bug.
Yeah, maybe it's a bug, or maybe I'm going to die of carbon monoxide poisoning. I mean,
speaking gibberish, I'll definitely send some help your way.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, everyone is in. Chai says his internet is lag. Might be an issue. Got to stay off that Wi-Fi router on Walmart, my friend. I'm kidding.
Walmart.
Right. Yeah.
I've been to a Walmart once. It was really nice. When I went to America, I was doing all the very American things, like going to Walmart, and there were yellow school buses. I really didn't expect to be like full on touristing, but There are a lot of like American tropes that I've never seen before in my life living in London.
Also, +3 Lovehound mounts for the winner of this tourney here. That's the prize pool. So the whole team gets Lovehounds. Get old, look at some of that good, sweet loving. And what's going on, Tommy Cummies and Forger? You're going to play Gambit Prime? Although I think it's trash. Enjoy.
Right. Oh, this is first of 5. Best of what? 7? No, best of 9. No.
If they're in losers bracket, then it'll do 2 sets. I think it's just the 1 set, I believe.
Well, they're heading up to 5 points. They've got to win 5 rounds. So we do have Greninja on Oldir, Uber on Rook, and Wicked Man on Blossom versus. I can quickly say that name for me, Odir.
Legushka.
On Destiny, Ash on Lucy, and I've forgotten how to pronounce it. Chates?
I say Chai. I don't even bother with the X. That's just me.
Yeah, the X sounds like a lot of issue. Let's just say Chai. Chai on Shifu. Right. First looks at the picks, at the drafts. Well, what's your opinions?
Take a look again. The double support comp to actually show up for the Rook, a lot of aggression. Then he can also do really good trades with the armor break leading into it. Might be able to do a lot of damage, but Destiny has been notoriously known to deal very well with melees. Long as the Shifu is careful, well, whenever he returns, about his diving, he might be able to pressure the backline enough where they can focus down the Rook. So it can go either way, actually. Let's just have to really depend on execution.
Yeah, fair enough. who's gonna be? So you think the Rook is gonna be like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the carry through, the person to like lead the charge to control it.
Definitely a very heavy momentum based champion, and it'll help out his team as long as he's able to do what Rook does best. Hold left click and be big brain. Like I said, Destiny will probably be the biggest counter to that, and if Ash on Lucy can actually land some very good EXEs, which is the Petrify, which has a small AoE. If he can petrify the backline, they can almost instantly burst him. That's if he does not decide to go for the harder boulder pass. All right, they're suggesting to wait 2 more minutes for Chai and see if he can get in there. Otherwise, it's going to be a default, which would be unfortunate. I would like you guys all to see this match and to be the first stepping stone for the overall energy. So hopefully it is really well. Also, happy birthday, Tommy Gummies. What are you gonna do for your birthday? And I am doing well. Legit name, by the way.
I just want this game to start. I want to watch some Battlerite, would you?
Hey, I agree. Want to see the bloodletting begin?
I like the skins on Red Team. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I really like the Destiny and the Lucy skin.
Yes, the legendary skin for Destiny, the original, and the season pass skin for the Lucy. They're like, finally, Lucy gets a skin for all the OGs. So our timer's ticking down for Chai. Wonder if he can get his issue fixed and make it back in time. Hoping. Fingers crossed. Both sets of fingers crossed.
Everybody cross your fingers right now. Everybody cross your fingers. It'll be like one. There are like scenes in movies. What is it? It's oh no, I'm thinking Doctor Who. Basically, if everybody does it at once, we're gonna like channel, and Chai's can come back. I've got my fingers crossed. Do you?
Come on, Chai. He's a hero. He always arrives at the last second. Or he's a wizard. A wizard is never late or early. He's always on time.
What about witches?
Or witches. Yeah, true. Nerf. And now 2 minutes are over. Unfortunate.
Yeah, we might have to default this.
Damn.
Oh.
We're gonna have our first one be a false start.
That's a shame. Well, looks like we're just going to skip that round 1, unfortunately. I was excited to see, but it's going to mean that due to default, Uber as our carry is going to progress into round 2 to face the Papadas. And at the same time, Team Multinational is going to face Ravoid, Radovids. They're going to face Africa.
They're going to take down Africa.
They're going to take the entirety of Africa right now.
So you're going to try and grind out the egg mounts. Have you already done the brawl one? That would be probably the roughest one. I also recommend using Baco instead of Raigon. Raigon can only reflect one. Baco. You get some like-minded individual, you can get a lot of your reflects done early.
But I really like... Oh, you mean for the challenges or just in general?
Yes. The egg mount challenges, particularly.
Oh, okay. Because I really like Raigon.
Oh, yeah. Raigon's really great for it. Just in terms of the egg brawl, he can only reflect once, while Baco, along over his course of his duration for his bulwark, can reflect multiple times. Gives you more opportunity. All right. Baby Gaz. Let's see here. Actually, I just had someone ask me a question. Mops Raider. Cross is asking, can we start without admins, or are we ready? We are ready, though. That was his wording. So that was his question. They can run it, or we just jump in there.
Who was that for, sorry?
All right.
Flies Dast. Who was that for?
Sorry, who? Cross. I don't know how to say the Jezbai. Cross Jubai. I don't know how to say the second part of his name, so I just went with Cross. I like to keep it simple.
Why does nobody have like simple names?
Maybe it is simple. Just I need a pronunciation. Casting some pure next. Okay, so they want to know if they could stand by, or could they already go and get their match out of the way? They were asking.
Can only go if they invite us. That's the deal.
Oh, we'll be casting Sulpurus match.
Oh, gotcha.
They can start. All right, I'll let them know.
Yeah, why doesn't anybody have like easy to understand and pronounce usernames like Steve or Jeff, or pretty much just names?
Hopefully not like a screen name. Like a Battlerite real name.
I mean, there are a lot of Jeffs in the world. Like, you can say your name's Jeff, and they probably won't be able to track you down. Well, that's what they want you to think. Stay safe online.
Because Kid just apparently wants to ban the team altogether, or maybe ban the emote. It wasn't clear. Take away the effigy of their power. If you ban the Pepe God, they get weaker.
Fuck.
Yeah. To become your name is very easy.
Is something gonna ban seriously? I guess.
My name Jeff. Madokuma. Ah, yes. That man also had a very good showing yesterday's tourney as well. Solid play. Solid player.
Imagine having your name. Imagine being called Jeff, and then 22 Job Street comes out and ruins your name. And now whenever you say, oh, hi, my name's Jeff, it's just ruined for you because of that movie.
I think I can only think of it as a boon, actually. Now you got a little flair, and then, people think, Channing Tatum with you. Can't be hurt by that one, unless you're more gorgeous than that, man.
I mean, it's Channing Tatum, but it's Channing Tatum being, as unintelligent as he can be. So
that's the low. Now you can only go up from there.
Yeah, true.
And he also made, what, a couple million just being unintelligible? I'll take that.
Man, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes actors just blow me away with how good they are, to be honest.
Oh, yes.
Channing Tatum is definitely one of them. Well, what movie was he in that? Oh, he was in... I've forgotten the name. Kingsman. Do you have Kingsman over there? Or is it a UK thing? Yeah. He was in Kingsman. And he was on, the cover and everything. And he was, asleep for half the movie, and then was only in, for a little bit. It felt a bit like an insert, hey, look, it's like a stamp. It's has Channing Tatum in it. So
I mean, they could borrow his face. That probably costed a lot as well.
Yeah.
And Kingsman was very, very good.
Man, I got sidetracked on Channing Tatum.
Not hard to do, I would say.
No.
One of your favorite names has to be Guillermo. Yeah, I like the way it rolls off the tongue. I agree.
Kingsman is awesome. Kingsman is really good, yeah. I like Kingsman. It looks like they're drafting outside of the game again, so we just have to sit here and assume what they're going to do, and hopefully Greninja will be kind enough to relay it onto the not cool people. Well, no,
Yeah.
we're cool, but we're not drafting cool.
Just standing by. I'm ready for the action anyway. They can do their drafting. It'll help for the brainstorming, maybe lay out the groundwork, but I'm not too interested in that. It's all about the execution and the final result for me.
Same. Oh, it looks like we might be heading to the match right now. Already up.
Oh. XX.
Yeah. Yep, win score 5. So, what team is this again? This is the Papadas, led by Sapper.
Yeah, then
So-
Uber's our carry Uber, car Uber. There we go.
Yeah, Uber is our car. Uber is our car. So yeah, we've got Uber as our carry. It's Greninja, Wicked Man, and of course Uber on Team 1. Don't know their pits yet. We'll find out in a minute. But they are going up against the Papadas in round 2, led by Sapio, Casquette, and Pelevo. Wow, if I want to introduce everybody, I should probably get better at correctly pronouncing everyone's name. Someone change your name to Jeff right now, guys. That'd be easy for me. I can just go on Team 2 is Jeff. I don't have to think. Don't have to try and twist my tongue. I can just say Jeff.
I volunteer Queskit. Palervo is a good name, so I want to keep that one. Queskit, you're Jeff now.
Loser of this match has to change the Battlerite name to Jeff.
Team name is all Jeff. All their names will all be all Jeff. How do we tell the difference? They're all Jeff.
Oh, Jeff. Well, that was a problem in I think it was Ed Brawl, where we couldn't tell people apart because their names are covered, something like that. It's hard. Are we gonna hop into the game? The page is bugged.
They're talking about the site. I think Pepiga. Roll credits. So here uses team name. Outstanding.
Okay, I have just realized Uber tried to post the link to the draft, but got warned by Nightbot for posting a link. So don't do that, Uber. Don't post links in the chat. It's a link-free zone to protect the
cracked them with the tonfas. Halt there, criminal scum.
Yeah.
We know links in this Twitch.
No links in this Twitch. This is a link-free Twitch chat.
Yeah, I didn't like him in Super Smash Brothers anyway. Got him.
I like Link. I get a lot of I don't own the game myself. Whenever I play with friends, I play Toon Link.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Toon Link, Young Link, and I get a lot of shit for it. Apparently, he's not a very liked character. Who's the least liked character in Battlerite? Who's the character that everybody's oh, I can't believe we're going up against this person again? For me, it's probably Pearl. Oh no, Polymer. Polymer's other side can really annoy me. When you jump on a target, you're like, yes, I've got them. They're backed up in the corner. I've baited their cooldowns, and then Polymer can just and not only heal them, but get them out of there. It just annoys me.
I think it's actually more annoying for the Paloma to be on my team. Usually they're just a half second late or just will space for no reason just to push people away or switch places. It's why'd you just put them back with their team? They were isolated. Now they just got to regroup for free. No. Or the late other side or the other side that overwrites your counter. So you're waiting for them to hit your counter. The projectile will be on the way. Those other side just no. Now you have to force yourself to back out. You have no cooldown and then they don't have other side. You're well, now we're both in trouble.
I can really feel the emotion in your story there. I have a feeling that's happened to you.
It's a long time. That's a long time coming. Usually when you're trying to hey, I need you to be aware of what my cooldowns are. They're I'm helping. Other side. Other clucker. Oh.
Any second, guys. Come on. Any second.
Good things come to those who wait. Yeah, Ziri, thank you for the donation, brother. It's party time. why the sides are premium, okay? I'm not talking about your other sides, just Palomas in general. I always get monk ass. Palomas, serious, mostly supports, because supports actually kind of make or break your games. Like, it's rough when you have a bad melee, but you can still win if you have a solid, range and support. But if your support's kind of weak on the fundamentals, you're gonna be down a healer, and then you're kind of screwed.
Okay, Mob's informing me in my little ear over here that blue team banned Rook and Pit. Wait, RK, Rukan. Sorry, yeah. Pit, Rook, and Blossom. Rukan, sorry, I saw the RK and assumed it was Rook. Red team banned Pearl, smart.
Picked Pearl and
what?
Varish.
And picked Pearl?
Pearl Varish, huh? They're trying to be librarians. Hit him with the silences. Shh. Very strong team. One of the strongest CCs in the game, actually. All you can do is walk around. Can't hit any attack buttons.
My favorite a day or two ago was when Paloma, I don't know, EX spaced me away from an older without space and Q that I've also had against the wall as a Rook.
Yeah, I get nightmares about that, no lie. Malkis is like Blossom banned for red team and older for the blue team. I mean, they're already port though. What? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till road game. I'm very confused.
That's fine.
Oh, 3 Bacco. I like that plan. But no. You can't.
Right. I like that. All Baccos. Fair aggression. A lot of shield coverage. Bulwarks everywhere.
Yeah. More shields, more blocking, less damage, more wins.
And then if they all have the chicken emote, they can definitely do some psychological warfare. Yeah,
get inside their enemy's head with that was a surprisingly good chicken noise. I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like credit where credit to.
Appreciate that, thank you.
So yeah, on team 1, that's Greninja and Uber is my car. That is Jumong, Blossom, and Rook. But on team 2, their opponents, their enemies for this match, looking to progress the Papagas. While I was saying their name, I didn't actually see what they picked. So we're loading in here now, and hopefully we'll
we got a Halloween skin coming out on Sapure. He's stylized and he's ready. He say, I'm looking good, feel good, play good.
So yeah, that's a Paloma, Varish, and Rook. So Rook's on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they've abandoned the 2 support melee strat they had last game, even though it didn't actually get to play the game, unfortunately. They've just gone for a standard melee, ranged, and healer comp. What's sorry, you talk.
Oh no, I apologize. I was brainstorming. I'm waiting for them to drop their items and figure out. I'm trying to predict maybe a couple Void Reapers, a Jolting Amulet, definitely from the alt right from Wicked Man. Definitely gonna probably go Jolting Amulet. I believe Questgate may go Harder Boulder Pass or Palervo. Definitely one of the melees will go Harder Boulder Pass. And Sapure, I'm not sure what his actual first item will be for the armory. So I was just thinking out loud. I apologize. Yeah.
No. Do that more often, man, because I'm learning. The items is probably my weakest area because I don't understand them. Like there's too many for me. I want 2 options for my small brain.
We have 2 Harder Boulder Passes coming out of Uber Wicked Man. That's good safety nets from the health hits 50%, as well as Crown of Power coming out on Questgate. As long as he doesn't get touched, he will be doing a bonus of 15% damage. Yeah, that goes out.
So we're gonna go. I'm gonna have a charge from the Rook on the blue team. Is gonna jump and hit the counter of the Varish, putting him to safety. Cetus mark on 2. As now Jumon forced back with this Prowl off cooldown. There's going to be a charge. The stun is not going to hit onto the Rook, meaning he can move to the Jumon. And it's a Rook on Rook action here, as each Rook is trying to take up the time from the other healer in support of the enemy team. There's an orb in the center, but neither team's really in the position to grab it. As I suspected, the other side is going to be able to let red team's Rook Clavero get to safety and look for that orb. Not able to snipe it means red team gets it pretty easily. Invulnerability drops on blue team Rook, and it's going to be red team who's dropping their ultimate, but it gets cancelled. There's going to be a mutant coming out. It's charge as well. They find the Blossom. Nicely played from Polaro, making it a 2v3. Other side is going to save Vanish from a little bit of damage from Rook, as he's now got his ultimate. He's going to choose to use it with the Overload. Hit 1, hit 2, but he's going to be silenced. It's not going to get it off. Meanwhile, the Jumon dies to the top, leaving just the Rook, and he's tanky, but not tanky enough, and he's going to fall, giving the first round to the Papagas.
Red team wins the round.
All right. Believe what they're actually doing is the number stats game. They're actually making a very good usage out of armor break and judgment, which increases the damage you're able to do, make them get to the 50% health threshold to pop harder boulder pass, which I saw. So 57 points coming in bonus from the armor break and 78 from judgment. That's quite a big extra 100 damage on whoever target they were picking. If they were able to drop it both on one target, that's extra 40% damage. Yeah, some people are actually using synergy. Solid bonus 7% on the reduction in healing and damage, and managed to shut down the Blossom as well as Uber's EXM1 for the healing to eat.
3, 2,
Crazy.
Yeah,
1, fight.
perfectly summed up there. Now the Rook Pulvera on the red team, both Rooks had quite a lot of space to harass their team, but it was clearly red team that came out on top. We might be able to see this again as both Rooks now looking to take the attention of their supports onto them. Incapacitate, beautifully done, and incapacitating both. Vulnerability drops, stun onto Rook. Secret Mars not going to be able to get popped as an orb is in the middle, secured by blue team. It's now Jumon looking to get as much damage as he can. He's going to look for the Polymer, bring it down to half HP, and vulnerability pop though, and he's going to get turned by the Rook and the Varash. She's going to try and punch him down as a counter not being popped. Beautifully done from Pavera. He's able to turn his attention onto the enemy Rook. He's eating the hand, trying to heal up. One hit needed. He's going to charge. He's going to hit it, though. There's a stun, but now Rook has his ultimate. Going to look for 3 hits onto the enemy Rook, but it's not going to be able to get it off as he lives on 1 bar of HP. Second orb goes to red team, so they've got the energy advantage here. It's now Blossom, half HP. Rook is going to charge, but he could find himself in bother here. As he jumps out, he's panicked. 1 hit needed more, but he's going to counter, and invulnerability is going to save his life for a little bit longer. But now Jumon pushed back. It's now 2 of them in the back line. The Rock nearly finds them both, but they live on a little bit. But there we are. Falls, followed by the Blossom. It's now just the Jumon, but Jumon is so weak from the fight before. Pushed back into his spawn. There is nowhere to run Greninja. He's going to hit Cetus Mars, trying to heal up here. Prowl is going to buy him a little bit of time, but there's not much he can do as he's going to fall and give the second round to red team.
Red team wins the round.
They're so tiny, no chance of winning.
It's very solid work they're doing. They're definitely making a fortress for them to get through with the Varish, Void Reaper, and Polarivo to cut the reduction in healing. And also, he gets the snowball factor whenever someone dies. Extra 20% damage for 8 seconds. And then meanwhile, Questcode is just making sure to make him as many safety nets as possible. Crown of Power with the 30 health shield and then Harder Boulder Pass. Definitely takes a lot of time to get through to Questcode and actually punish it. They might have to actually focus front or at the range. Potentially, if less Questcode could make a major mistake. We'll see an adjustment come out on Greninja's team coming round 3.
One thing I really want to comment on in that game as well is the Uber, where they have a bit of a Rook battle with Pavera on the enemy team. However, Uber dropped to significantly less HP, which meant they didn't really have the initiation they need from the Rook. As if he initiated, he died. And it really just kind of started this downhill motion for red team to snowball over them. His counter's going to be popped on Uber as he's looking for more. Cetus Mars, other side, is going to buy Pulvera a little bit of time, but the stun in return onto the Polymer. Panicked away. Now it's Jumon. Has to be careful. He's going to use his jump, but stunned by the Rook. 3 auto attacks going onto it. It's now armor break onto the Blossom. Blossom trying to save herself, but she's incapacitated. She's stunned as well. She's trying to heal herself at the bottom. It's going to be able to turn the damage onto Pavera on the red team's Rook. He's brought down to 2 bars of HP. Now, stun onto the Polymer. Trying to force her, trying to buy some space for their team as Jumon's on half HP. Looking for the Varash. Varash, 1 bar of HP. Cetus Mark as well. Stun onto the Jumon. Jumon, 1 bar of HP. Going to be able to jump out of there as the Polymer ult doesn't hit anything. The Rook in the top side. Invulnerability popped. Greninja has to be really careful here. He's in the middle of 3. If he's not careful, he could fall. Jump is going to be used, but he doesn't have any other escape. It's Jumon. As Rook throws an auto, doesn't find anything. So he's going to look for a stun, doesn't hit. Nice incapacitate onto 2. His orb's in the middle. Rook is going to look for it, and Rook secures it. Red team picking up the second orb with 0 on blue team. Gus not going to be able to reflect anything. Charge as well. They're looking for the Varash, and they're going to find him. He's brought down, leaving just an overloaded Rook of the Greninja at the bottom on the Jumon. Stun is going to come out. They're really looking for him. They really want to bring him down. They need to even this out. They need to make it a 2v2. Zone is closing in. Greninja has to push forward into the Rook, but Rook is no longer there because he's fallen. It's a 3v1. Now it's just Polymer. She's high HP, but I'm not sure if she's going to be high enough as other side is going to buy her a little bit of time. Again, still looking for the Jumon. 1 bar of HP. Polymer might find her here. She's stunned and brought down as Greninja doesn't even die that entire time.
Blue team wins the round. I feel like singing.
That entire time, we just saw Pulvera on the Rook just try and focus down the Jumon. but he just could not find that kill. They were desperately trying to make it a 2v2, but they just couldn't get him. And I mean, they got kited, and he got a lot of damage that round.
Oh. Rook did a massive amount of damage. They just weren't able to capitalize and keep the focus on a particular target. Wicked Man is actually switching to Aegis of Symphony. As soon as your allies reach 50% of your current, less of your current health, you take for 20% reduced damage. Make sure to try and get them a little bit more tanky and keep them healthy. It only works for the other teammates, not the Blossom himself. So we'll see if he can keep his health high enough to make dividends off of that.
Maybe Papadas will be able to see that item and try and punish and capitalize it, focus her a bit more. But it looks like they may not have noticed. As no, never mind, they really bring it down. There we are. She's brought down to half HP, really decreasing the significance of that item. Now it's going to be Rook because the Blossom's busy. Rook is going to drop to half HP. There's going to be a charge with a ninja. Prowl is going to save him a little bit of time, looking for the orb. Blue team's going to find it. Nicely played from Uber. He's going to counter. Not being popped though. This is bad. He's armor broken. He's stunned as well. Trying to get out of there. He's being healed up with a Blossom, but Blossom can only do so much. 1 bar of HP. If he falls, it's going to mean their initiation is out of there. So charge comes down to the Blossom. Blossom now has her ultimate, but she's going to take her time to heal up herself and her teammates. Rook charging in. Finds the stun to Varash. Counter is going to be popped. Looking for the orb, and red team's going to find it. Counter not being popped from Uber, which means he's a little weak for the time being. Pulvero tries to capitalize on it, throwing the rock. Not going to hit anything. Greninja jumps out of there. Counter being popped. Invulnerability for him. The stun onto the Blossom. This to be bad. 1 auto needed, but she's going to get away and be able to heal herself up. Protected with the trees. Rook ultimate's going to drop. Need 1 more hit. Not going to find it. Invulnerability from Rook, but it looks like Uber might be the first to fall here. He will be, as the Rook on blue team falls again, which means it's just the Blossom and the Jumon, but Blossom dies, leaving just Greninja on the Jumon. He's in the middle of 3 of them. He's got a lot of state, but not enough, as he's going to fall as well, leaving a 3-1 currently in favor for Papeda on the red side.
Red team wins the round.
I like to see the adjustment come out from Wicked Man, but it did not look like Aegis Symphony was all that effective. They only got 5 points of protection from that, where the health was yo-yoing, so he couldn't keep his health high enough for it to affect the other 2 teammates. So now it's going to switch over to Uber along with Heart of Boulder Pass, maybe trying to use the bonus of max HP plus 10 to actually proc it a little bit sooner. His health was by far the highest besides Greninja, but Greninja was definitely far in the back line. And let's see if they can actually deal with the weather, the storm, that is all this armor bonus damage they're taking from Armor Break and Judgment. A lot of damage still coming out of Palervo. He's definitely picking the same target that Sapura is calling out, probably for Judgment. We'll see if they can get around that. Cleanse would have been really great here. Maybe a Pearl Pick or a Xander.
Pearl was banned, however. Xander wasn't, I don't think. Pearl was definitely banned.
Or a Lucy.
Which is maybe...
Yeah.
Maybe they played around this. Maybe it was smart drafting that's given them the advantage they've got. This charge is nicely blocked, but it's the tree, which means Pulvero on the red side, Rook is going to get punished a bit as he charges, finds the Rook. Counter not being pops. They're really good at that, as Rook is already down on half HP. Uber's Rook silenced up, no charge for him, as Blossom really getting pushed and panicked. She's stuck in the corner, jumping out. The double hop is going to get her to safety. Never mind, she gets stunned. Gust is ineffective. It's actually going to be Jumong as well. All 3, I can't keep up with this. Greninja's really low as well. The panic onto the Rook. Unfortunately, there's no stun from Pulvero, but it doesn't matter. They've got the root, they've got the silence, and they've got enough damage to bring him down. Meaning Uber is the first to fall. There's going to be a charge. Nicely blocked from Greninja, saving the Blossom a little bit of damage. But I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it, as he's going to fall as well, leaving just the Blossom. She does find the Polymer, making it 1v2. However, it's 2 overloaded targets. One of them is a Rook. One of them is a Varash. A lot of movement speed, a lot of silences, a lot of damage. As Rook Gold's going to find the last hit. No, it will not. As there's 1 left, Gust is ineffective. Overload is going to be used, looking for the heal, looking for the damage. But Rook is going to hit her out of that zone. She's going to charge, not hit, picking up the health orbs. It's now just 1 bar of HP, desperately trying to dodge the projectiles, but it's not going to be successful as Pulvero hits the last hit to bring her down, making it a 4-1 in favor of Papeda.
That is some very solid pressure coming out of Sapura and Palervo. Their damage is unreal. Sapura in particular actually kept silencing Uber, blocking him out from doing anything. Definitely cut his momentum. It was brutal to see. He had his Heart of Boulder Pass popped within 15 seconds. Hopefully they can make any more adjustments to see what item's going to choose. Healing Solve, Void Reaper, Healing Solve, and Jolting Ammo coming out of Greninja. So again, the Heart of Boulder Pass and Aegis Symphony. He did get 10 points out of that, at least double the amount of points that Blossom did, but health is just increasing on the target that actually picks it up. Maybe the item's cursed. We'll see. Match point for Pepe. Pepe Gus.
I mean, it could be. You never know. There could be some spirit sliding in the code. collecting some items. If Pepeda on the red side win one more round, they're going to take the series here. Or they don't take the match point, sorry, for Pepeda. This rock is going to be thrown. Armor breaking onto 2, pushing Greninja into a spot he doesn't want to be, but it doesn't matter as he's able to get out of there rooted. The sideline is both the rooks at the top are just trying to punch each other. Other side is going to mean Pavero comes out on top. There's an orb in the middle. Blue team's able to get it thanks to the rook. Stun onto Greninja, incapacitated against the wall, being healed up by the Blossom. He doesn't have any escape though. Nice dodge from the rook stun. As now it's going to be Uber in the middle. There's a vulnerability thanks to his breastplate. Seeker's Mark onto the rook. Rook just charging, trying to take all the attention of Blossom, so he can't heal his teammate, but it doesn't matter as he's got the counter to make him invulnerable nonetheless. They're going to look for the orb, and red team are able to secure it and maybe killing Uber in the meantime as he charges in to try to steal it, but doesn't pay off. It's going to be a charge as well. Blossom, 1 bar of HP. The rook as well, charging out to safety this time, really shows how weak he is. It's going to be a double rock, knocking them, but there's going to be 1 auto needed for Blossom, and Blossom is found. She's down, making it a 2v3. Now it looks like it might be the rook to follow as he's 1 bar of HP, stunned as well, and he's going to be brought down. Leaving just 1. The overload is popped onto Jumon. He has got a lot of damage if he's able to land his projectiles, but he also takes increased damage. He's going to fall, meaning it's 5-1 and a victory for Pepeda.
Brute force wins!
That was probably very good execution, and they're definitely making usage of the bonus damage on numbers from both the melee DPS and the range DPS, along as well as keeping a very solid back line that could keep herself safe for pretty much the entire match. I think her harder boulder pass only got popped once and potentially twice. She definitely was keeping herself safe and then keeping the healing up. That was a crazy good composition set up for Pepe, guys. Your Ninja's team did fight very well, but they just weren't able to punch through. It's just very, very rough on limited mobility champs. Very, very rough on them.
The amount of space Pulvera on the rook was able to make for his team was really impressive, I'm not even gonna lie. It felt like that entire time the Blossom was trying to heal her own rook, trying to heal Uber, but Pulvera was just charging, was stunning, was just keeping her pressured, keeping her locked down, and therefore everybody on team Uber is RK got punished. It was really nicely executed, as he said. You will stay with Pepedas. You never leave Pepedas. Pepeda.
Pipika. But
I'm upset.
also, sorry.
I'm upset this Twitch channel doesn't have Pepeda.
Got to do the better TV or the what was it, Franker's emotes? I believe that's what it is.
Oh, maybe they do. Maybe it's me who doesn't have Pepeda. I don't know.
All right, so I think Starlight is actually now in losers bracket, as well as Uber's our carry. They will probably be fighting each other. Oh no!
Is Starlight continuing? Because in the bracket it doesn't say they've.
Actually, I don't know who won. I'll have to check with Cross.
Well, it was just Chai wasn't there. They lost by default, but I don't know if they lost that match or they were eliminated, if you know what I mean. They were disqualified for being late.
Roger.
It looks like Fly's typing. They lost that match, but they're still in the tournament.
All right. Understood.
Chai's back. So yeah, they are still
finally done with his homework. Good.
Gotta focus on your education, but you also got to play some good Battlerite while you're at it, so... So we're going to stay with Pepedas, and they're going to fight the winner of the other round 2 match, which was Team Multinational. I realized because of that default, we're a little bit behind schedule as well. I didn't read out.
We probably were ahead of schedule. We didn't have to wait that long for the match to be over. It probably would have been longer if it went to the first of 5.
True. So, 2 things to announce. Well, announce is not the right word. Kind of inform. Let you know that. First of all, Indie Tourney does actually have a website. If Fly could do the honors of posting it in chat right now. If you want more info, there's info on all the casters there as well. There's other wonderful stuff. It's a really nicely made website, so I'd recommend checking it out. I'm going to have a look at it now. And also, there's going to be a Twitter giveaway. Now, Fly, I might need, because it's a little bit more formal, than other random announcements, but there is actually a Twitter giveaway of a Lovehound mount. So correct me if I'm wrong, Fly, but how you're going to enter that is follow Indie Tourney on Twitter. It is at Indie Tourney, same as Twitch. Give them a follow. I follow them. I interact with them. It's a great Twitter account. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If you give a follow to them there, and then if I'm correct in my understanding, there should be a tweet to reply to enter a giveaway. This is why I should have confirmed this before. I left. Here we are. So win a game key. So follow Indie Tourney and tell us who your favorite champion is in Battlerite, and you'll have a chance to win a Steam key to an indie game. Winner will be selected after today's broadcast. This is on top of also the clip contest. So by clipping using the Twitch feature to clip and then putting it in the Discord channel, the appropriate one, there's 2 ways you can actually win a free indie game. I love indie games, Ogre, and I think this is a great way to get your hands on some. So if you want a free game, follow on Twitter, reply, and also clip.
Speaking of indie games, Katana Zero actually just recently came out. If you really want to enjoy a fast pace, if you ever played Hotline Miami, One Touch Death for Everyone, that game is pretty solid. Sorry, you mentioned indie game. That's the first one that popped in my mind, but that one is sweet, very sweet. I give high praise.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, while on the topic of following Twitter, don't also forget, I'm not sure, hold on, let me take a look at the stream. Where am I? If my headset's on, I'm reversed. So the follow button will be this way. Am I correct? Hold on, I gotta wait for stream to update. I think it's taking to... No, it's that way.
Yeah, that way.
So, oh wait, no, it's more like up, isn't it? Because I'm in the corner. I'm normally where you are. Mop is here, so I'm used to pointing the other way.
That way.
Anyway, give it a follow there. Following is free. It's pretty effortless, but it does help support the channel. It will alert you when the channel is live, and it's a good way to be more tighter Battlerite community. So, follow. Also, if you are generous and you have enough disposable money to donate to the stream, we'd really appreciate it. It will go to, at the moment, I can see prize pool for future tourneys, but that money, all of the money, will go into making the experience here even better. So, if you've got any spare, you don't have to, but if you donate through, there should be a panel below. Yep, there's a donate battle below, but if you can't afford it, really appreciate if you just follow in the top right. It's free. Right.
Free for you, cheap for them.
Yeah.
Actually, I did have some questions for those who are in the chat. What did you think of how that match went down? Do you have any possible solutions you think could have been executed to be able to tank down the Rook Varish combo with the Floma backline healing? Kind of curious. What's your brainstorm? What's your choices? Items and champions. Well, the champions are locked in, so items, if you think you could have adjusted it with what they had.
Not enough meteors, mate. Not enough meteors. You needed screw items. You just need.
Of course, you'd say that's up your.
Yeah. You just need meteors and rocket boosters. That's all you need to win Battlerite games. That's the secret. That's the secret.
I think Rune Ward would have been very, very strong. Well, yeah, they did have Rune Ward for the other team to deal with the Varish silence, but you definitely were on them like white on rice, my friend. That was very solid play. You definitely sniffed it out, shutting down the Rook. It was cool. Beautiful long locks. That flow 'em.
Man, I want to play Ed Brawl. I love Ed Brawl.
I got my feel of it. I think I want to go get the Igniter, but I don't care enough. Like, that's probably the coolest egg, and it's still just like, meh. Got one of them. Waiting for this next season. Supposed to be in a couple days now, isn't it?
I'm waiting for this next game.
That's true. We're actually waiting for
watch the Battlerite, but I'm here sitting with my lights.
And Sapura is definitely calling for a very quick egg brawl match. Let's go 2v2. All right, okay, I'm down. What am I doing?
You've just stolen the ninja's spot, man.
That's how we do. Do a little quick egg brawl. Best of 5, best of 3, dude. You don't have enough time. Their match is about to be done, isn't it?
Hopefully.
I like to think so.
Is there a spectating function for private games?
Yes. You'd have to be in the lobby. Oh, you
Well,
mean
like,
like after it started?
Yeah, like
I
after
don't
it
believe
started.
so. Don't think so.
It's a shame. I like how Greninja joins, noticed you taking a spot, and then left.
He can have it if he wants it. 2-4 at the moment in their match. All right. Do this quick, I guess.
So you lean more towards Backer than Rhydon, right?
For this particularly, I do like the Palm Strike that they have for Rhydon, but you can reflect more. Uber says we have more important matters. We have to egg brawl. Blairville, hurry up. Chop chop now. Yo.
Oh. Fly. Oh, okay, never mind. I was looking at stream and our webcams had a little bit of an issue, but it doesn't matter. Quite like this. It's like I'm at a desk. So should I stand up? Should I be like more? Didn't realize we have a green screen fly. We could play so much. We could play around with this so much. We could be like, you can put me in scenarios where it will make it look like I'm an actual successful human being.
Sark.
3, 2.
Who's the sexy boy in the back? My chat calls him Uncle Voldegrew. Uncle Fester, Voldemort, and Gru. They probably just slapped all those names together.
I mean, what? Should I be casting this Ed battle or something?
If you want to.
I mean, the problem, I casted the Ed. We did an Ed Brawl tournament last week, I think. I don't know. All my
Yes,
time
I
is
saw
kind of
that.
like, whoop. It's all kind of like blurring into one at this point. While the game is really fun, it's not as intense to like cast. It's more like talking about choices and everything.
No, you
It's
should have
pretty-
out the egg. Oh god, I'm in trouble.
It's pretty straightforward, to be honest. They're just throwing eggs. You got the white egg there. It's going to build one. Nice dodge as there's a yellow egg ready. I hate the yellow egg. I hate the yellow egg.
Mind games.
Don't do it.
Boys, I'm passing you the egg. Never mind. Oh, I got the hit. Ooh.
Oh, beautiful flat cast.
Pass the egg. Oh. Got to deal with a little bit of the EU ping. Here we go.
ERP.
Yeah, I'm in A.
Oh, of course.
Incoming.
NA. Pepe hands.
Oh.
Talk about American.
No!
Oh,
I didn't get my egg off.
disappointed, man. You're meant to be representing the casters here. Oh, he's dead. Oh, what a dodge. Come on, Uber. I believe in you, Uber. Come on. Come on, Uber. You are going against them.
Prescott, I believe in you. Yes!
Uber, I'm very disappointed.
Red team wins the round.
That's a nice Rhydon. Look at that.
The legendary skin. Riding on the Halloween mount.
What is this stream? I don't even know myself. No, it's a standard Battlerite tournament. Double elimination today. We had Swiss bracket yesterday. Swiss elimination, Swiss bracket, Swiss yesterday. And then today's the second day of double elimination. Problem is we're waiting for a game to finish. So all the players in the lobby was like, let's play Ed Brawl. So we're playing Ed Brawl. Welcome to the internet where you can say, let's do this. And you can do it and get away with it. You know, everybody knows that Ed Brawl is the tree sports
Gotcha.
game.
Mag.
Ed Brawl, like, I love Ed Brawl, man.
Oh, I didn't punch him into it.
Odo.
Don't do it.
Don't you?
Have some decency as a human being. Got him. Ooh.
Oh, they're talking German in chat.
Whoa!
What just happened?
I got annihilated.
My boys blue team. Uber. Hell yeah, man.
1-1. Oh boy.
Uber is my car.
Got mollywopped. That's what feels bad. I actually definitely choked on that one.
I want to look at your choice of talents. Everybody gets Egg Toaster. Oh, except Palvera and Wickedman. Well, I guess it's not the most serious game.
Yeah, I stay permanently off meta for choice for rights. I just kind of like doing my own thing. I know what's most optimal for most times, but I just don't like doing it for some reason. Oh, okay. He didn't come that way. You got an egg. Aw, I reacted in time. Don't do me like this, EU.
What's your favorite esports? Or other than Battlerite, of course, but like, what's your favorite
like fighting
what?
game community? So like
you
Dragon Ball Z Fighters, MK11, Dead or Alive.
You see, I've never really got fighting games. They're too stressful for me. And I gotta admit,
It's just
especially like
right.
no, it's like when you're comboed in some fighting games, and there's literally like nothing you can do. You're just being beaten up. It just feels bad. It's so
golden egg incoming. Polarvo, don't. Oh god, scared. He reflects that I want to be far away. Is that a reflected golden egg?
Ooh.
Why does it feel like a reflected golden
egg? Come on,
egg?
Wicked Man. I believe in you, dude. Oh, the reflect!
Yep.
Wicked Man. Come on, dudes.
Panicked.
Oh god.
Destroy him.
Don't do it. It's bad. Death Vortex. Don't reflect it. You're not meant to reflect it, man.
Take it. There you go.
Oh, that's a
Red team wins the round.
Hey, Lin Ryu's in here. Lin was taken. I'll send it. Last one. Unhonorable egg punches.
Yeah, egg punching is so unhonorable, man.
Hey, it's egg brawl, not egg throwing. So brawl, punch him with an egg. That's alright. I like it. Ooh, goodness.
Whoa! Palavo, you legend. Look at that sexy double reflect.
Smack. Oh, he's got egg thief. Nah. Egg punch. Oh boy. Nope. Oh, the egg didn't make it to him? Bruh.
No, it ran out of juice.
Nope. Get back.
Oh no.
Egg punch out the cut just around the
corner.
corner.
Come on, Uber. Where's Uber? I believe in you, Uber. Oh no, Uber's in the corner.
Ow.
Come on, Uber.
Stop, it's pure.
That's a wall, Uber. Oh, stealing the egg. Who came first? Uber or the egg?
I am very bad at naming these eggs right now. There you go, buddy.
Oh, egg puncher.
Nope. Nope.
Boo. Unhonorable egg punches.
Boo. Don't punch me with the egg. Yeah, man. Gotta dish the eggs. Mind game them. Best esport Unix.
Best esport.
Alrighty, so that should be done.
Yeah, that was an interesting experience. I'm not even gonna lie.
I enjoy it.
I mean, I wasn't playing. I was just kind of mumbling over it.
All right.
They're done. They're done. Go again, Papega. Let's just turn this into an Edbrawl toy. Who needs to play like proper, like fair, balanced, competitive games? Let's just play Edbrawl.
I'm down for the after party. After party Edbrawl.
The Edbrawl after party. Edbrawl's not a permanent game mode, is it? They're gonna remove it.
It's actually formally permanent now.
Oh.
Yep.
So good.
They put that into private matches, so now you can actually play Egg Brawl. Now, if hoping get Battlegrounds, then some more game types, and 1v1 ranked, just boom, blow up with a bunch of game types. Go for it.
I still think they should put Royale in one client.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if that's possible, but like...
Same assets, I would say, because a lot of stuff, seems similar. The items are now in both sets of the game. They're very similar to each other.
Oh, you are... Okay. I don't know what's happening with stream. It's all good. It looks like Our faces are getting lost in the internet.
Are
It's
they
fine,
now?
it's fine. Yeah, occasionally we both like phase out of existence. It's good, it's good.
Alrighty.
Return to the
Where's their
void.
team? As we all will one day.
Reduce. Uber's left. Uber, go win some Ed Brawl. Go practice for the tournament in Ed Brawl.
Yeah, go hit the bleachers. You've been egged. Expected? Exiled? Ah, there we go. Exiled.
Oh, I don't know if I like exiled. Oof, that hits me right here, man.
Saw my face on a different website if I know what you mean. So no, I don't know what you mean.
Don't question.
Face has actually gotten around a little places. I don't know. Facebook, Twitter. Battlerite put it out. That little public service announcement. I was the first one to hit 2,000 in account level. That one came out. That was neat. And it gave me that lightning warhound. I've been told
Were
it's
you the
very
first
rare.
person to hit 2,000 in level?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm talking to a celebrity.
Well, a small one. Small one, just a little. And then I think after that one was Six Gun. I think Six Gun's the only one I've actually known that is at 2,000 as well. Hey. Alrighty. Want to ban here on this shitty website? Sapir is making his preferences known. Peak. Yeah. All right, they're gonna do picks and bans here in the chat so we can see in real time, give you the feedback.
Hell yeah. Can't wait to talk about picks. No one likes the website for a good reason.
Oh boy.
Bantea? Wait, is that an official ban or is that an official ban or is that him pissing around?
Hard to tell with the internet these days. You might just be putting a smiley face because he wants to smile. I'm not sure. They did ban Taya before. It's official. Sapir. Also
Dude,
the
this was
smiley
the
face.
Elo. What's Elo? What's Elo?
I don't remember what it actually stands for.
Rank.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure if I'm ranked at the moment because I don't fuck with no ranked system. At the moment I'm gold 3. That's a bit rough. Maybe I should just push myself off the platinum and give it a break. How long till next season?
3 days.
Okay, I'm sure that's plenty of time. It's not plenty of time.
All good. Can be done. Ban Rukon coming out from Reyes' team.
I am mid diamond in Royale though, so I was trying to get up to champion the other day. But it gets so hard when you're that ranked. Like you need to win, and I'm not good. I'm not good at winning, Oja. I'm bad.
Usually you can stem it down to where a couple choices went wrong. That's what I've learned it as. As for me, my usual common trait is being very bloodthirsty. I keep bringing the arena mentality to Royale, where like if I'm chased by someone, I'm just like, all right, it's time to fight. And if I could just keep running and buy more time, I could actually turn the fight. If I'm in a bad situation, especially if they come out of there and they're like super high level, they come out there and they're like 41 and I'm like 25. You can still beat them, but I'm so arena in my mind. It's like, all right, I just got to be able to outplay them and win this fight. So it's one of the things I can't deal. Oh, so
Fair enough.
Lynn says, bro, you're insane. Add me and carry me. I believe he's talking to you, Unix. You're the one with the skills.
Skills. Nah, Battlerite is not my... I enjoy watching it, but in terms of playing, not the best. I play other games.
All right, we got some readies. Is everyone ready? 3, 2, 1. And that's Sapir's Rukon. We probably might actually see a return with Varish coming from Sapir. A player will probably be playing Rook. I'm not sure if the Rukon or Rook, because RK can stand for either one of those guys. You should just spell out Rook. All That's the only like small confusion part.
Honk.
All right. I think we've
Right,
only
what's
seen...
what's our plan for this game? Do you want to take over play by play, or should we just keep it? Do you want to like switch around each game?
Depends on you. If you want to run the show, I don't mind. I can just do...
Don't ask me to make decisions. I'm not good at decisions, man.
Oh, lordy. What do you mean?
Flip this coin, although I'm not very good at it.
All right. I'll just take over for this one. And if you can help fill in some expertise analyzation in between matches. I'm going to do it that way.
Sounds good to me.
Hey. I'm not sure where they're at with the picks and bans. They're having a little bit of a jovial moment as well. Seen Rukon ban a Taya ban, and someone saying, hey, you can play ShamWow now. I'm not sure where everyone's at.
ShamWow?
Yeah, that's what I like to call them.
Who remembers when like just ShamWow was like the only thing on the internet? Well, no, that's a lie, but the internet was 5 years ago. It was literally just one video of ShamWow, and that was it. That was the internet.
I'm not sure what he said. Looks like a Rotobi in my mind. I don't know why.
Rotobi.
I'm not sure what the cross
I
said.
don't know how people. I don't know how people learn languages have different alphabets. Like I looked at Asian alphabets, like Japanese, Chinese, Korean, and like when they're just like symbols, and I'm like, how do people understand this? Never mind, how do people come from like English or a European language and you can't just Google Translate.
Does it so you can proceed?
Okay. Yeah. All right, I'll accept that.
Generally, they start with their rules like Hangugo or Korean language. It's very simple, actually. They have like 26 characters, just like the English alphabet. And they have very like consistent rules in comparison to English. Then if you get into Japanese, there's katakana, hiragana, kanji. There's like 3 different styles of it. So there's like multiple ways to interpret a writing based off the context. That's why I like a lot of the jokes that are like in mangas. If you don't read it in the original text, you kind of lose some of the translation because some of them have multiple meanings when it's said. And I don't know too much about Cantonese and Mandarin, Chinese characters, but those other two I do know a lot about. Weeb City Unite. Right.
Okay, that makes more sense. Like, how does he know all of this? Okay, like, that does make more sense.
At least we'll spend a little time learning some language. I try to, take a little time to learn as I go, but it's kind of one of those things you have to immerse yourself in, especially for languages. You have to use it constantly, otherwise you just forget a lot.
Yeah.
Because I think I spent 4 years in high school learning Latin. I've forgotten about 60-65% of that. Oof.
But that's Latin, though. Like, that's probably one of the most, like, uninteresting languages I think I've ever seen. It's just, Latin, man. I don't get it.
I enjoyed it. It was cool. We did a lot of the mythology and the lore. That's what actually made it really fun, like to read it in Latin and get like the stories. And it's like, all right, where's the translation? All right, that was pretty accurate, but this is where you kind of messed up that message. It's like, all right, cool. And that's how we did it. So it made it more fun because you actually used it to understand something.
Oh, really? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, the only languages I got an option for in English state schools were French or Spanish, which were 2 languages I didn't really want to learn. I mean, French is alright, Spanish is pretty fun, but like I'm more interested in Scandinavian languages or like Russian or like, yeah, pretty much that. I should have spent more time learning languages. I was dumb when I had all the opportunities in school. I'm like, no, that's not cool.
You still learn it now, it'll cost you some money. There's a Freya pick coming out from Race's team, and Sapura's got Rook coming out as a pick as well. Sorry, we're a side conversation. We're keeping it going while we're waiting.
Yeah, no, to be fair, we are like meant to be casting and analyzing these picks. I mean, to be fair, you're talking about how you need to pay, but something I've been like a little not using more dabbling in is Duolingo, which is the free thing. And there's a lot of jokes about it, but I honestly think it's really good for the free platform. Like it's amazing.
Sweet.
I'm having a bit of a time with Norwegian in there. Apparently, Norwegian is the easiest Scandinavian language to learn due to basic grammar. I can't stand grammar. Can't even stand grammar in English. Never mind in a foreign language.
Well, particularly English. Kind of BS. All right, we have a Lucy ban coming out from Team Multinational, as well as ban from Varish coming out from a ban from Varish on Sapir's side of the team.
I thought Varish was already picked. Or is it banning for both teams or just banning for the enemy team?
You banned for the other side.
Gotcha.
So,
that's where I'm getting confused.
yes, the bans come out, and it's for them, and while you still have free reign to play the champion.
Gotcha.
Well, that's interesting. Setting up for some craziness. Maybe they're trying to make sure they don't do another Battleship Varish team. All right, they got pick. They got a Paloma pick coming out. Freya, Paloma. Oh, no, Reyes team does Freya. They got the Rook, Paloma. I'm actually set up with the same team they had last time with another Varish as well. They might go with the same team they had last time for Team Pipika. Reyes actually had a very strong showing yesterday. Excuse me, burped. Very strong showing with the Ultrite for Freya, doing a lot of static stuns coming out from the Ultrite, as well as making very big dividends to get execute plays. It was very, very good to see. Usually I think of Ultrites as memes because you can only use it for your meters. Sometimes there's a better situation where you can use your meter burns, your EXs, as far as helping secure a situation or maybe pulling a disadvantage to an advantage. But he definitely showed me what. That was cool. Reyes popped off with some old stuns. It was nice. Oh, there everyone goes Russians, Pepe guy.
Russians, Pepe. Oh.
Since you have to lock at the same time, usually that's why okay. They were trying to do the picks at the same time, so there was no chance for counter pick. But
Gotcha.
Yeah. Team Multinational has definitely been warned already by Fly to pick a little bit faster and maybe penalized for that. Maybe. Not gonna lie, Ogre's getting a little impatient.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about languages if you want. We could talk about Grat now. Wait, is this still Edbrawl? No. They were all just selected right on the back.
All those picks and bans is like, hey, egg brawl, bitches.
Yeah, no, I thought at the start where it's like, pick your champion. They were all raid on our back, and I'm like, oh no, do we not switch it off Edbrawl? No. They're picking their pits. Pearl, Destiny, Freya, Verash, Polymer.
All right, so Freya, Pearl, Destiny. Very strong team, actually. A lot of front-loaded CC, long Stracklo can hit his silences. Stracklo actually had a very good showing as Pearl yesterday as well. Reyes is not on the Freya, it'll be Cross instead. I wonder if he has actual Destiny. I did not see his Destiny from yesterday. And there's no ShamWow. Quesco was asking for the ShamWow. Did not get ShamWow.
No
He's
ShamWow,
been wowed.
Unfortunately.
He's been wowed, unfortunately. All right.
Wow.
Finally, it feels like a monkey's age, but we're in here. Let's go. All right, same team coming out from Sapir's side of the team, Pepe guys. So we'll probably see the same items chosen as well. I'm not sure yet. Let's see the skins rocking over on Team Multinational. They got the Halloween skin for the Pearl, the Frostborn skin coming out for the Freya. I've yet to see the last one loading, which is Reyes on the Destiny. Hopefully it's going to be the cool Razor skin, probably my personal favorite.
Razor.
Your Razor. It is the Razor skin. Let's go. The man has good taste. Excellent. All right, actually, we'll take a look at their rights. Let's see what they decided to pick. So we're going to go for the Root for the Megasphere for Destiny, as well as the longer silence for maximum charges, Plasma Infusion to give him longer range in the neutral, movement speed off the E, as well as the Plasma Accelerator to make it faster bonus damage. Crossbuy is going to probably did not go for the ult right, went for Surge, try to keep maximum uptime on Shield. That is the probably logic behind what they're going to do. Meanwhile, Stracklo went for the long range burst along with AoE silence damage. The quest going to win for the Into the Realm, a 1 second cooldown on the other side to have it up faster and also heals for 6 bonus HP. Space will reset Q, and Q gets movement speed, also pixie damage. making the Pixie do full damage, so from like 17 to 20 instead.
2, 1, fight.
Items will be the same. Sapir actually went for Jolting Amulet instead, and Windwalker's on Palermo for the start of the round. No Heart of Boulder passes, a lot of Jolting Amulet on the other team. Well, Neutral's coming out, actually putting a lot of pressure. Destiny blocking off walls, bubbles for Destiny and Pearl to keep the projectiles off for Sapir so he can't proc all the damage debuffs. Megasphere coming out, rooting Bearish in place, has popped his Q, moved over to the center. They actually have both chances to get the orb. Red team gets the first orb. Palermo's been boxed out. He has to make his way back in there. He's actually going to go move on to the Destiny. Destiny has ult. Oh, he managed to interrupt the ult, but he's a little late on the M2, so he didn't get it interrupted. It fell right on top of it. But the meter's already been dropped for Reyes, but now we'll see that the other two teams are actually, we'll see if Destiny was close to ulting, the other two should be close to ulting as well. Second orb is up. Red team is getting spaced out by a two-man panic. Very well played by Queskett. Baited out the Q, managed to interrupt it, but he might get ulted again. No, never mind. He cancels out the ult, decides not to go for it a second time. The EXE coming out from Destiny doing well. Cross might actually go down here. Wasn't able to get any shields up. He does a little one-tapper on the Rook, so maybe he can go for an in-cap. Decides to throw his hammer towards the Paloma instead. Freya is definitely looking pretty weak, as well as Reyes. Stracula actually on the Pearl. Pearl's in a little bit of trouble. Rook's doing the 2v1, but meanwhile, Freya tried to do the same thing as well, but health is too low, doesn't make it out of there. Does go down, so 2v1. Overload coming out of the Pearl, does counter the M2, is able to react. The 2 smack on the ult for Destiny doing some really big damage, but the way the ult works now, the damage is half for every target it hits or wall bounce off, so it's kind of not that efficient. You can use it for CC. Another ult comes out, gets blocked again. He's been interrupted at least twice this round. Pearl's going to end up going down, so Pure is going to finish her off. Down to the last one, fighting the valiant fight. Megasphere, but is not able to detonate it to interrupt and root. And first team round will go to Pepe guys.
Blue team wins.
I'm not really sure what happened to that Freya there. She
took a lot of punish immediately jumping in. If you're reacting to if Freya has a bad habit of jumping in instead of walking across the neutral with using Tempest, you kind of can catch her as she's landing down. Knows what will happen. Drop EXE for where she's landing, like for Destiny can do, push her out or force her to burn it, or use Megasphere to push her out of the shield and also still do damage to her, then follow up with silence from Pearl. Or Pearl can just react and hit her as like almost iframe perfect comes down. Just in danger jumping towards that particular set of team. That's what it kind of happened. But we'll see the adjustments come out. We'll see what other items they decide to go for. Harder Boulder passes, all Jolting Amulet for their team, multinational. One Harder Boulder pass for Queskett and as well as Crown of Power. They're going with the same setup, well as Windwalkers and Void Reaper. Palermo's probably going to try and keep a lot of pressure and support like they did the last time. Neutral coming out again. Destiny blocking off projectiles for the moment. Misses, well, doesn't miss space. It actually finds a mark on the Pearl. He gets knocked out of his counter. Palermo's looking a little bit out of cooldowns at the moment. He might have to fall back. Meanwhile, the Freya is actually trying to go after the Varus. Varus Q's out, moves up to the top side with the Rook. They actually leave the orb a little bit exposed, but they managed to recruit perfectly. A panic coming out from Queskett to push away the Freya. Freya has to reposition to make it back to the team. Decides to go for the orb to help out. Rook notices a little bit too late, wasn't able to stop it. Ult comes out, bashing the Paloma heavily. Managed to get a good geometry shot on that one. Plays a little bit of geometry wars, I see. All right, the actual damage is coming out heavily in terms of the multinational side. They actually were able to put a lot of damage while they split. So Pure is still fighting 2v1, trying to keep constant pressure onto the Pearl so she can't do any healing. First orb is gone to the blue team, second orb overall. And let's see if they can actually make usage out of that. But the Jolting Amulet seems to actually help them be able to get their big tools for their ult coming out. Queskett's a little bit pressured by the Freya. He might have to try and go for the Q. He's actually a little bit dangerous. He might go down here. Oh no, he does not opt to go for the EXQ to get a little bit healing for the drain, so he might actually still die because his health was still too low. And he's gonna be the first one to go down. Healer actually going down. Appears gonna get caught in the ult. Another ult coming down, but the Rook dodges it instead. Varus might actually go down. He's trying not to be too cautious of it. He might actually get his counter baited out. Rook's gonna die almost completely right behind him. He's gonna go for an overload, but he got silenced, and now he's gonna go down 1-1. Multinational taking. Very solid adjustment. Ulting and Heart of Boulder pass seems to be a very strong combo.
I want to quickly talk about the kind of standards to overload as soon as you have it. Of course, overload increases the damage output you've got, but it also increases the amount you take. And I just want to, like, well, why do people do it instantly? Or why don't they try and hold it for a good situation?
If they put a lot onto it, they can use it for the bonus health. It used to be percentage health. Now it's just like a flat 20, 25. So you can use it to tank a hit. But I mean, you have to do the math. But also they changed it so the overload is not the same for everyone. Characters that benefit greatly from being able to hit multiple times, characters like Freya, don't get as much of a damage buff anymore. But like Lucy, characters like Lucy don't hit as often or as quickly to get the overload. So they have to take into account that. If you can actually find that patch note somewhere. All right, round 3 is underway. All right, Freya jumping in, throwing some Holy Flames, trying cleanse abilities. Crown of Powers are getting popped on the Paloma. Palervo actually doing some decent damage going back onto the Pearl. Actually already popped her Harder Bullet Pass. I think he's trying to do a 2-piece setup. Harder Bullet Pass popped on Freya as well. First orb, blocks it. Rook actually solo controlling mid-orb, but meanwhile, while Spirit and Questka is fighting it out. Oh, what happened? I think froze. I think I was watching it, but I was frozen.
Still good for me. I guess it can take over the reins a little bit, as it's going to be a Freya trade as well. Do you have it on Streamfly?
Yeah, I still see it on the stream. But I'm just on my Battlerite.
Okay, right. As counter's going to be popped as well. Invulnerability, get the counter on Rook. Rook is going to charge in, find the stun onto the Pearl, who's also now incapacitated. The Pearl is low, but she does have her ultimate. She might have to force to be used. She's going to use it, but it's not going to catch anyone. And she's able to get away over the wall. Meanwhile, the Freya's trying to 1v1 with the Paloma, but the Paloma has way more abilities. She's got the other side that can keep her alive, and this could be an orb. Red team picking up the second orb for their team, the third one in the game. As Rook stunning the Destiny. Nicely played from him, as he dodges the stun and the damage Destiny would have turned onto. Silence as well, saves the Pearl a little bit as the armor break is going to come across the wall. Freya somehow still alive by having those shields up constantly, but Death Vortex is going to start to close in. Rook tried to find the Pearl at the top there, but the Pearl was able to live thanks to the bubble. Looking for the orb. Red team steal it thanks to the ult from the Thrall, and there's going to be a kill onto the Freya as she falls, leaving just her 2 teammates to deal with this 3v2 situation. Destiny getting right clicked down by the Rook, who has his Void Reaper. Destiny ult nearly finds the Polymer, but it's not going to be able to do it. She does do it there, but this overload counter is not going to be popped, and she's going to fall, giving the third round, the second one, for blue team. How's your Battlerite looking? Are you able to... what's the situation, Odo?
Just the actual game itself just locked up. So I was hoping I could just jump back in, see, but if not, I'll just watch it from the back end and do a little analysis and leave it to you. So weird. Very weird.
Okay. Oh, that's a bit, yeah, I know it's a bit weird. Something I kind of wanted to talk about at the bottom. Freya was trying to 1v1 the Pearl. Freya was trying to take the attention of both the Pearl and the Verash, and it's something you see a lot, right? It's when the melee takes their attention, but Freya was really getting punished hard. She doesn't have as much survivability as other melee characters, although she's still pretty strong. But if she's not played correctly, especially with the kiting they have from Polymer and Varash, really good picks against that kind of playstyle.
And I believe the choice in the rights also means that she lost a lot of her burst, and where she gets a lot of bonus damage off static if she went for the bonus damage on hammer or the bonus damage on E. Because she gets +6 when static is up, then another +5 with the base. So that's like 21 damage, which is 10% of some characters' health, which is where a lot of her burst is at, where she's the most dangerous. First orb going to red team. Meanwhile, Cross is taking massive damage to Questka from Questka and Sapir down to about half HP, maybe a little bit less than that. Looking to get an incap out, go for Questka. He's actually using the hammer, but the hammer doesn't even last as long for incap. Oh, try to do a wombo combo on the ult, but will probably catch Sapir. Sapir R's out, managed to keep his cooldowns solid. He's still almost at perfect full health. Second orb going up, and Palervo gets the second orb, and they're healthy as I don't know what. They're looking to take a lot of damage. I believe probably the Freya rights are actually was a little bit lacking because he doesn't even have longer incap, but maybe he might be able to do something with it. He's relying heavily on his M1 damage. But Paloma is actually just pocket healing the Rook while he's taking the focus. Kind of just ignores the Freya so far. Freya is actually kind of just being turned on once the cooldowns are down, and they're just putting a lot of pressure on the back line. Ooh, big damage coming out from the overloaded ult. Questka might get caught. Actually has enough time with the slow-mo coming out and get caught into the ult. Dracula's going to do his best to do what he can to stop him, but that'll be a third round to Pepegas.
Very nicely played. I mean, I was talking about how the Freya was getting punished, and I feel like there was no round that was a better example than that one, because instantly I blinked, and then Freya dropped to half HP, and then I blinked again, and she was on 1 bar. And when you're on 1 bar on a melee hero, when a melee champion, when the enemies aren't that low, there's little you can do, because you need to get up close and personal to get your damage off, and there's a very real concern that you could just get stunned or silenced and just destroyed. You don't have that kind of buffer HP.
And that's with the safety net of Harder Boulder Pass still catching it at 50%. That means Freya's getting caught twice. It's probably a case of a bad habit on the Freya's approach, which they are capitalizing on and punishing. We'll probably have to watch a little bit more closely coming up here in this next round. Coming out so neutral, Destiny hasn't dropped her E yet. Gets to pop the counter. Counter's down on the Destiny. Rook is actually standing close up and looking to get a pick. He's probably going to go for another space. I think throws a Holy Flame. Definitely does. Actually managed to wombo combo the silence into the stun as well. Kite it out, but we'll pop the harder bullet pass on the Paloma. Paloma lost the Crown of Power and harder bullet pass. No more safety nets on her. He might decide to make an adjustment to go for her. Cross is actually going to decide to do so. We'll have to try and counter. Counters at a bad time. Gets panicked. Probably still has it up, I believe. No, he does not. He does not. Oh, there it is. He did have the counter, so he used a different ability to get canceled out. Rook will be actually able to dodge the ult from Destiny from the other side coming from Questcode. Questcode no longer has the other side. Tries aggressively go and steal the orb, but red team gets to go to the orb. They got 2 orbs so far. Health is looking pretty substantial, and still in terms of blue team, 65% to 41%. Dracula might end up going down if they actually figure out where she's hiding at. She's doing ring around the Rosie around the column. Managed to get out, use the space to go out, heal up, pocket heal herself, trying to help the team out. Throws Holy Flame, but it only managed to hit her team. Does have any effect for that one. EXE coming out from the Destiny, trying to lock down the Rogue, make sure he can't charge. He's a little late to get to the orb. 3 orbs to the red team, but I don't think they'll be able to make dividends off this. They potentially might be able to get another ult out. Ult coming out, doing some decent damage to Questcode. Questcode heals it up with the EXQ, pushing the Freya away, resetting the neutral. Crosses are coming back to try and get her. Baits out the does not get panicked from the overload, but the Q coming from Paloma. But both of these supports will go down. Overloading coming from the Rook. He is definitely out there to get some blood. Between the Void Reaper and Overload, he was doing another additional 40% damage, but it's already run out now. So that was probably his close time. Gets stunned out of the EXE, the baby cage I like to call it, but he might actually end up getting to kill the Destiny. Oh, he sidesteps to M2. Definitely will get her. Splat. Frog Hammer. Oh, he barely gets out with any of his health left. Void Reaper is still ticking for the Rook. He might be able to try and go for the bonus damage. He might actually end up dying here, though. Sapira's trying to do his best. He actually lives, and they steal the orb. Sapira's trying to get a little bit of silence off. Gets the silence, and we'll be able to drop the Freya. They both have meters of a little bit of HP. Meager amounts of HP. They were actually still able to come out of that alive. Palervo, a little bit ballsy. Handles flying. He went into the outside bounds. I thought he was going to tick out and die. Does not.
No, it did as well. It should have happened there, even though it was a 2v1. Honestly, I really thought it was going to be Freya pulling off the best player I've ever seen, but no, unfortunately, didn't get that space thanks to the silence with Varash and brought down. This time I'm not sure if they're hearing or maybe they're on the same wavelength as me, but this time the Freya went a lot less aggressive, and you even saw at the end there, she jumped the Polymer like she normally does, but she also had a backup from Destiny and Pearl. However, the problem in that is that now Destiny's out of position, and we saw Rook stun, armor break, and bring it down to half HP really quickly. I'm not really sure what Red Team need to do to pull off to get this combat they need, because it's match point for Papeda.
Yes, we'll see what they can do. They might make some last minute adjustments. It definitely will come from the pressure they can put on Questcode. Questcode is still pocket healing very heavily. So Pierre's actually going to go in there and start putting some more pressure on the Destiny. Destiny has actually managed to dodge the EXM2, but it puts it on the Freya instead. She has 2 rings on her. Takes 20% more damage, 22 actually, and 22% less healing. Dracula's already at half HP. Definitely got his harder boulder pass pop. Rook getting just mongoed into the baby cage, stunned twice off of it. Get caught by the edge of the ult. His health is very low, but he still goes in, not fearing anything. Both the counters popped on the Pearl and the Rook. Other side popped on Questcode. Their health is actually really low. Their aggression is coming out a lot more efficiently now for the red team. They're definitely putting 2-3 characters close to kill range. So Pierre's still kind of just ignoring Destiny, trying to kill the Freya. He's definitely putting his focus into that. He might actually get the kill here. He does not, but it panics out the Destiny. The Freya is very low in health. Palermo notices he might be able to see it, but he doesn't. He actually lets the orb go as well. Too much of the tunnel vision. Freya's going to look a little bit more healthy now at this point. So Pierre has to R out, save himself. Questcode might end up going down here. Can he get a shield for him? Oh, manages to barely survive. Going to get his health back up. It's a nail biter. People are so close to being eliminated right now. Freya, Pearl, and then most of Pepe God's team is actually close to death. Incap right outside of these, space, catching the Destiny as she came down. The red team is going for the orb. Multinational manages to get it. That's 3 orbs and none to Pepe God's. They might actually try and formulate a positioning back when the orb comes up the next time so they can get a little bit more of their max HP back. Freya burns out the counter, but they're just not in a position to actually do anything about it. Palermo might end up going down. He's still isolated from his team. He's not able to get heals from the Paloma. Paloma being out of range and line of sight. Drops the ult, tries to lock down the Freya. Freya may be in a little bit of trouble. She may actually go down if they can drop a ring on her. Nope. They actually end up killing the Destiny instead.
Whoa.
They change targets. Now Freya will go down. So Pyrrha saw a better choice in killing the Destiny. She is able to help kite out a lot of the projectiles, blocking with the Pearl. And that'll be 5-1. Crazy for Pepe, guys. Their Varus Paloma Rook is just outstanding. A lot of bonus damage. They were even managed to held on, even with the proper engagement coming from the team, multinationals.
Oof. I really didn't expect that. I thought I was going to go to the side of multinationals. That was a lot closer than the other rounds we've seen. And then it just felt like all at once, it entirely just fell apart, and it was just that Pearl fighting for her life.
They can do so much damage. Armor Break and Judgment coming out, paying a lot for exchange of damage.
We stay with multinational, all right. Well, however, no matter how close it was, a loss and a win is still a loss and a win, and that does mean Papagas are going to advance through the tournament, and multinational is going to drop into the losers bracket at the bottom. Am I correct in believing that that is Papagas now in the grand final?
Oh, yes.
Congratulations, guys.
Showing some really solid showing so far. So, yep. Now we'll have to see who wins this round over here for...
Do we have our losers bracket games chuckling? Why can't I speak? Juggling. Can you? I don't understand. Why do people juggle, man? It's such a weird skill. Sorry, I'd get distracted easily.
But yeah, Lynn, I agree with you. Palermo is actually insane. He has definitely no regard for his HP, neither the enemies, which is a good thing though. But that man is. I like seeing his Rook play. Very enjoyable. Also, whenever you guys have a moment, can I get an invite back into the private lobby for staying with their team?
That is a good point. How are you seeing it?
I was able to log back in for the match, but it sent me back to the title screen after that.
I just invited Mom. I just realized. I don't have you added, so it's gonna have to be Fly.
Yeah, Fly. Oh, Fly's not in there either.
Yeah, he is. Like... He should be. Fly's right here.
Man, okay. Fly, get me in, bro. Help me out. It's cold out here. Thank you.
Cold out here. You don't know cold until you've been to Scotland. And don't know if that country's ever warm.
Does Alaska count?
Actually, to be fair, Alaska is pretty cold. I'll give you that one.
Okay. I went up there when my dad was stationed up there. Oh, I liked Alaska, honestly.
I've never been.
I recommend it.
In the US, I've only been to San Francisco and San Diego. Oh, and New York. My 3 places I've been to. And I liked the San Diego one the most because it was just like a normal... We were in like suburbs. First of all, suburbs is such like an American thing. And I saw yellow school buses, which was very American. I saw a lot of American flags, which was very American. It was a very American experience. I
would hope so. I hope you didn't get like a South American experience. I'd feel like you got cheated.
What was interesting is in the airport, are you not allowed to take pictures in the airport? Is that basically when I came in, I was like taking pictures of it was by the baggage, and then we were going through what is it when you go through like the lines, and then the guy like stamps you to make sure you're like okay. Customs, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I was in line for there, and there were a few things I wanted to take a picture of. So I was taking pictures, and I got a very dirty look from one of the security guards.
I mean, if he doesn't say anything, you're still able to do so. He's probably just, I don't know, scrutinizing you. Just, examining what you're doing. I mean, if he doesn't say anything, I would say it's all right. What's going on, Shamalamala? Shamalamala.
Excuse me?
I was making a play on his name is Shamalamalan.
Shamalamalan.
Like M. Night Shyamalan, but like extra LA and Malan.
Malan. Now that's a name that needs to be converted to Jeff. So all
right, so still another game missing. We're going to stream it before the next game of multinational. All right. Take us where we need to go, Maestro. We got a bunch of
Guys, the way
Shepherds.
fly. When those guys say their team name is multinational, if you're in stream chat right now, if you're not, why not? I mean, you're not hearing it because you're not on stream, but if you're not on stream, why not? If you're not following, why not? If you're not following us on Twitter, why not? If you're not on the Indie Tourney website right now, which is Indie Tourney, the same as twitch.org at the end, why not? That's about it. I was just using the opportunity to plug. I hope that's okay. Fly, where's the game? Fly.
I'll send it.
Pictures
Sure.
are allowed. Squirt baller.
Yeah, generally pictures are allowed, unless it's like a restricted area. But normally you would have clearance. Like you would know if you weren't allowed to take pictures. But yeah, it should be good.
Okay, good. There is an FBI agent assigned to me then. It's good.
I mean, it probably is if you're in
Well, yeah,
America.
but that's for other stuff. That's for other stuff.
Oh yeah, that's for your incognito mode, which he probably still applauds you for, and then alternately chastises you for, like all of us. Okay.
A match is still missing. So yeah, currently there is other stuff.
Ooh, so we're waiting for the outcome for multinationals lost to PPK, so they're in losers bracket. That means Starlight and Ubers are carry. I wonder what's happening there. Actually, what happened with Radovic Africa?
Rodovic, that's how you pronounce it, not just Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure what's happening there.
Then they're actually in that bracket L3. So,
I mean, is that game going on?
I'm not sure.
Do I just sit back?
Master Fly?
Do I sit back and talk about America while Fly basically does all my work for me? That sounds like a good idea.
Time to start getting back into Battlerite. I mean, everyone just kind of still keeps Battlerite in the periphery. Game is very unique in what it does and how it fits a niche. We all want to see it do well. I would love to see some more stuff come from it. I want a new champ. I want a new melee.
New melee, yeah. No, I don't understand. I really enjoy it. I play a lot of competitive games, and I think Battlerite is definitely up there. And I just don't understand why it has player base issues, because it's a great game. And compared to other devs, I mean, I've heard a lot of things said about SL. I quite like them. I think they're good. The bid patch, even though it wasn't. What about items? So it's been a while. I feel like it's been long enough that everybody's settled down on their opinions on items, and everybody's got a good taste what everything is and how it impacts the game. So items, good addition, bad addition, need some tweaking, just right where they are. What's your opinion?
I feel like along with items and rights being this most unique feature to Battlerite, there should not be any items that people are just automatically not going to go to or automatically go to. Definitely be a lot more of usage. We did see a lot of usage coming out from Questkit using the Crown of Power, but basically just using it as a shield. That's it. It loses its overall effect as a damage bonus, which is supposed to be a high risk, high reward kind of thing. It definitely does not have that. They removed Timestone Pendant, which is still kind of a unique item in its own case, but it showed a lot of snowball factor in characters that had cooldowns built into their kit already. So characters like Rook, Rukon, you could see their cooldowns being up a lot, coming up a lot sooner than people would expect. Jolting Amulets kind of fine to where it is now. Not just everyone can pick up inspiration, but since meter works differently for each champion, sometimes it's more effective for some characters to be able to get their ult faster. And just like Ashka or Elsa, if they can get a multi-freezes, their ult is a lot more value than per se Destiny's ult. I feel like rights is probably where their focus should be. Items are good. They also help shore up some of the weaknesses of characters, like Hard to Boulder Pass, but that's just a go-to item for everyone. Squareball, you like the name for Elsa? You know who I'm talking about, though, so it's all right. When I say Elsa, you're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. But I feel like rights should definitely get a little bit more unique, a little bit more complex, allow for a lot higher skill cap, a lot more learning and exploration. Same thing with items. So I feel like that they should want to get more crazy with the items, want to get more crazy with the rights. Not crazy like barrels everywhere. People do like that, but we did not like that when it first came out. There was a whole.
I miss barrels.
I liked them when they were there, but I did not like it when you could like if you were playing melee. It usually benefited people who were range support. But if you were melee, that was not cool. It was just not
I feel
cool.
like you're talking from a side of immense bias here, Odra.
I'm trying to be as partial as possible, but it was rough. Like it was hard to get around. But like for you could just M1 shoot from across the map, and then you have an explosion. Then you have a large AOE, and you can lock down his area. But for say someone that had to walk through that or cross that gap, it was really annoying to deal with. Which is probably where you saw a lot of the complaints coming from for melees. I thought the barrels were kind of fun, and I think they should be like a private match thing. Like you want to do like the ground is lava. I think that should have stayed in there. You just could put barrels everywhere and like, hey, let's do some private match of ground is lava. Yeah, Squareballer, but Squareballer is also a Croak player, so he's like I said, barrels are cancer. Yeah, it was guaranteed damage you're gonna take. I used to do a lot of damage as well.
Yeah, you can't complain about things being cancer if you're a Croak player.
I think in particularly in terms of Royale, Croak is rather very annoying to deal with in Royale. It has a lot of damage. But I feel like overall they should definitely up their pacing for updates. Like League has been updating constantly, every month now for the past couple months?
League of Legends.
Yes, League of Legends. They've been doing a lot of updates.
League of Legends is Riot Games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like, I'm not sure about the exact size of SL, but I cannot imagine they've got as much power as Riot Games.
I'm saying they should at least kind of emulate the pacing. So like people like to have something always new to experience, to develop on or come to experience and understand. And so when there's long periods of updates and like lack of changes, they kind of get stale for especially players that have been playing for a long time. Which we're worried about getting well player retention for one, but also getting more players. So if you're always advertising, hey, we got this new thing going up, or we have new champions. The lore's kind of slowed down a little bit and went from once a week for every new chapter for lore, which I was very big into, to 2 weeks now. So it's like I've been waiting. Shifu lore was pretty cool, but I bet no one really knew about it. It kind of like little blurb on Twitter, and then that's it. Like unless someone advertised it, you wouldn't even know that was out.
True. I mean, I don't know. It's the argument, the classic argument of do you make big patches like every few months, or just like a constant stream of little patches? Both sides have their pros and cons.
I agree, but we also need to make sure what we understand is what is called a big patch, because they put out a patch yesterday, but not yesterday, last patch, but it's basically just the spring skins coming off of Raygon and Blossom. And it was like there wasn't any changes to the items or any meta things. It was mostly just like a little bit of quality of life fixes and the skins being dropped. I wouldn't really call that a patch per se, but if we can like figure out where like a big patch and a small patch is, and like what meets the benchmarks, at least satisfying the player base, I think it'd be 0 changes for champs, which is Squareballer pointed out. But yeah, because I mean, a lot of us, at least the old veterans, kind of jaded. We love the game. We want to love the game. At the same time, we're just like, But I definitely, I'm very hopeful. I would like to see what their big patch is coming out this next couple of days, along with the next Battle Pass. The Battle Pass is probably the most enjoyable parts of it. It still makes me play Royale, and I don't really care for Royale. I'm an arena guy. I'll go in there and still do the challenges.
Royale.
Like I'll go if someone asks me, but don't expect me to do some solo queues. But I would definitely love to see. I don't even say it's motivation, just like I don't know, a show of their prowess, because we know they can do really well. They made a game everyone loves. Like for the small company that they are and the small player base that we are, everyone loves it.
I'm looking at their website now. By the way, you can also look at the Indie Tourney website, which is indietourney.org. I'm looking at stunlock.com now. They made Dead Island Epidemic. I didn't realize. I've got like 3 keys for that game in my inbox.
You have an invite, Unix.
Oh,
we're heading to another one. Some Russians take ages to pick. Feel free to talk about whatever you want. We're way ahead of your fly. So, but before any of that, I will forgive them if they give me a champion that does hand-to-hand combat as a melee or even support. Just I want someone to give them the meaty hands, meat hooks, but kill a man. Give me that guy or girl, whatever. I don't care. Give me a champion.
Actually, they've got a team of 45. That's semi-large. I bet there's a secret project. I reckon everybody's complaining. They're like, oh, not enough champions, not enough games, not enough updates, and I bet they're just gonna be like, yeah, look at this and then pull something out of the rug, and everybody's gonna be like, "Wow, Starlord Studios, you're the best."
I definitely would enjoy that. Bring back Battlegrounds. They had the game type already in there. It was kind of fun. It was like gigantic. If you ever played that MOBA, it was cool. Like it was something different, dude. Just like a variety of game types, so it appeals to other people. LOL. He was very opinionated, very passionate about it. He was talking about it in the Battlerite Discord. A PVE, like a PVE with the RPG elements. So like called a Revelry that they could also add while people were waiting and doing other stuff. So I don't know. They have a lot of potential. I believe they have the capability. Definitely have the potential. I would like to see a lot more of it.
And I'm looking at all the staff now. They're very. I didn't realize it was Swedish either. I know very little about them. People on Reddit don't like them. But I mean, who does Reddit like? That's the real question. I can't think of one other than like. I can't think of one person.
They like anime waifus and big booty.
Who doesn't like anime waifus?
Oh, you're right. Croak boys, Karaki boys. All right.
Well, is Croak your anime waifu?
Oh no, not my anime waifu. I like Death by Snoo Snoo, so I'm definitely like a Freya type.
Designer. Why are they all split out? I'm trying to look at how many like programmers and game designers they have, but they're all. There's a programmer up there. There's 2 programmers. System programmer, 3D artist, game designer, community manager, Elizabeth Hirata. What community? I mean, there's the community Discord is community run, isn't it? It's not official.
Pakato, I think Liz, but they have a couple people. LCG. They have a couple of people that are from the community that do moderate, but Pakato, Jeremy Beerson, they're community heads. Particularly Jeremy Beerson. I at least talked to him. I haven't talked to Pakato.
I haven't talked to anyone.
And Beerson likes to visit Rennie's stream. Rennie, different streamer, but she used to play a lot of Battlerite as well.
How do we get Battlerite to grow? This is something I've like thought about a lot as well. Like what can we do to get it to grow? Like tournaments, which is what we're doing here. But what else can we do? Because everybody loves a game when there's more people to play it, right? The players benefit, the devs benefit, the world benefits. Just more people's playing Battlerite. I just don't know how to do it.
Cardi, you forgot day 2? Well, yeah, day 2 is underway. You've missed a couple matches. It's been pretty solid. Definitely advertisement, constant influx of new things into the game. I mean, Battlerite and Battlerite Royale, besides its initial polarizing release, so far people do like Royale. I like what they've done with it. Definitely just kind of keep the flow going. I know it takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, but they kind of need to keep it going.
Fly, what do you mean?
Can be saved, but maybe Arena. Royale cannot be saved, Cardia.
If someone flies, just reminded me. If someone missed their match, the VODs will be uploaded to YouTube.
Yes, up here. That also answered your question as well. If the lower bracket's not being streamed, it'll be up on later.
Yep, and if you want to look at the YouTube panels down below, same with the Discord, same with the Twitter, which you should follow, same with the Facebook. Who was a Facebook in 2019?
Everyone. I mean, I use it for memes.
Okay, I'm not sure if we could be friends anymore, Rudy.
Damn, lost my chance.
There's like levels of cool. There's like where you get your memes from. There's like probably like obscure stuff. I'd say like the 4chan sections that aren't racist, and then
wait, there are.
Reddit. Yeah, the non-racist 4chan. Then you got like Reddit. Then you got Instagram, and Facebook is definitely at the bottom. I'm sorry, Oda.
That's fine. And like I said, that's all I really use it for at this moment. And keep in touch with the older relatives that just now discovered it.
True.
But yeah, we do have an issue with that, Cardia, with people getting matched against anyone of any elo type. But if you're talking like casuals, then yeah, I kind of would prefer like to run it. Like if I was still new to the game, I would have preferred running to high level players and casuals than in, say, particularly someone running on their Smurf and ranked. Like that one probably bugs me a little bit more because then it actually, kind of means something in the imaginary point system of the game because it's win loss, and you have someone significantly more skilled than you to do that does it. But definitely probably do some more like I guess rookie carry groups, kind of like get people into the game and like, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. We'd probably like get some more like shepherds, I guess, Sherpas, like how they do for like Destiny or whatever. They want to do some raids or PV stuff. We can do more Sherpas for getting them not established into bad habits. Like our favorite series special, Space in 1Q. So, we can kill that meme by helping out every new player or ones that have bad habits. Because, if they're humble enough to take a lot of advice from everyone else, because, first thing you're going to tell someone in a MOBA, they're definitely not going to be very receptive to, hey, I think you should probably try and do this. They'll probably hit you with, I know what I'm doing. Shut up. You're muted. You're trash. Like,
just don't be toxic, forward.
It's like, why do I even try to help people? They just throw coffee in my face.
I play a lot of MOBAs, to be fair. I've got like 5,500 hours in Dota 2, and I also play a bit of League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm and stuff. And over all three of those games, it's got significantly less toxic since Fortnite came out. Mm-hmm. It's like, I saw a post that was on the Dota 2 Reddit. I saw a post where it's like, Fortnite's the best game that I've never played, because it steals all the small toxic children away from my games.
All right, picks and bans are done while we had our little side sequitur over here. They're moving into their champs now. Excuse me. Had chat Royale, goddammit. You want to be able to chat people so you can be toxic? No, I'm kidding.
I'm going to quickly talk before we head into the game, and I need to talk about this. I do 100% agree with the fault with mixing the new players. Like I queued. I was just solo queue ranking on stream like maybe a week ago or something, and I literally ran up to someone in my rank game who didn't know like how to. It was like a Jumon who was literally like struggling to figure out how to basically fight back. And normally I'd just be like, it was a rank game though, so I'm not giving up the kill. And I can't imagine it'll be fun for this guy. You drop into a game, don't know what you're doing, and then this mid-diamond guy just destroys you before you even know how to mouse one. That's the problem. But then it's almost like the chicken and the egg. Like, that's the problem. But if there were players, that wouldn't be a problem. So that problem can't be taking the players. Or maybe it's like a cycle. Like, I don't know.
All right, Guacamole, Madokuma, and Black Shadow will go Sirius, Raigon, and Paloma double support. The other team, well, not in game. Fly's going to try and restart real quickly.
Yeah, Fly's quickly restarting, and we do kind of need Fly because Fly's the camera. You see these hands? These are hands up the mouse and keyboard because Fly's doing all the hard work for me.
Yeah, I'm Uber, Wicked Man, and Greninja will be on Raigon, Sirius, Rook. So Mongo Squad versus double support. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, actually. I wonder what kind of items I'm going to go for. See if Fly can get back in here. And then we have our secondary camera, or primary camera. I'm secondary camera.
Yeah. I'm no camera.
All right.
All right. Who have we got? We got a Rhydon, actually. We got double melee. I'm Rhydon. Oh, we got two Rhydons. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. I don't one-trick Rhydon, but he's my most played.
Yeah, Raigon's pretty solid. Definitely if you're able to like completely lock people down. He does struggle against characters that are strong against in mobile champs. So like basically Destiny, Varish, Eva, Iva. Iva does very well against them. Guacamole was actually a returning very strong serious player, so we'll see how he does. He does not get shaken. Wait, hold on. So best of three?
They're right. It should be 5.
5.
They're 100% right. They set up the lobby wrong. Yeah, it's gonna have to remake. Oh, look at the ride.
All right, well, we'll get the hype going again once we get everyone back. In the
just built up. I was really excited to go in that game. I was like, can't wait to see Rhydon. To actually look at Battlerites that I actually understand. Most of the time I look at like Freya Battlerites, I'm like, I have no idea what these do, nor what the alternatives are.
Yeah, it's the season ends in 2 days, just to be certain. 2 days along with the Easter event. So if you guys are trying to get your last minute eggs or whatever, scuffed tourney. It's not scuffed. Someone just forgot to change it to best of 5. All right, these things happen.
It's not our fault. It's not our fault.
That's
I
the
just
thing to take out of it. It's not.
Fly needs an invite. I got you, dude. Wait. Oh, you're already in. Cool.
I
I
need
don't have
Flan.
anyone else. All right. I don't think I have you, do I? Oh.
I'm too, but I'm playing it anyway because I like the concept. Wait, what? New players are cannon fodder against the ranked die. Oh wait, so I feel like a way people can get into it is maybe more. Problem is, like, I'd love to let like teach people how to play and be like someone they can talk to and like grow with and like stream YouTube content, stuff like that. But when you download a game, like when you download a new game and you play it, you don't have access to all the resources that can help you. It's a problem. Like Dota 2, I played Dota 2. It's probably one of my main games. Has this problem as well because it's got a really weak like tutorial and entry system, and it kills a lot of players. And at the moment there is a tutorial for Battlerite, isn't there? But
Yes, very, very on the surface.
yeah. And it hurts even more when, well, as we're talking about player-based issues, mean the matchmaking. I don't know. I feel like the solution might be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna do my part. I'm gonna support the game. I'm gonna do tournaments. I'm gonna try and like promote it. But in terms of like an actual strategy, me no do business. Me just man in room video game. Me no money.
The way Lol put it is the way the PvE RPG that he wanted to do. Basically, even if you had like the max level gear, max level, you couldn't beat it unless you knew how to do mechanics, like they have characters programmed to know what your cooldowns are. So say if he runs up on you, surprises you, you space away, he knows you don't have space, he spaces onto you. But you kind of have to figure out how to kite him out and have to teach you in the game. And as far as the enemies, so they do it like a PvE. So while you're just kind of either relaxing, or if you're a person that likes PvE over PvP, have that and still have the Battlerite feel with WSD movement and combat. That's what Law did. And it was a very neat idea that he put out as a docket. And he put out there. I thought that was neat. All right, round one's underway. A little bit of a false start, but we're actually ready for this combat initiation. So same champs, which according to the rules. All right, we have some neutral coming out, the weaken coming out on 2 characters, stopping the heal, get petrified, locked down with a Sirius. Guacamole's still a very, very solid Sirius player. The Riposte coming out, locking out Uber. They're actually now starting to chase down the other Raygon. Raygon's cooldown's low. His health is actually just starting to drop down to 35% HP. They're definitely hounding him now. He spaces away from the team, but also tries to regroup. Double Petrify coming out. They're able to get the orb. Now they're just going to turn onto the Rook since he was the one that was easily accessible once the Petrify dropped. Beacon's coming out, hearing a lot of M1 powered slice slapping right there from the series. The Roma's going to end up getting annihilated from the big damage coming out from the follow-up space in M1. They're definitely able to chase down and get these kills. Oh, Greninja managed to save himself just barely. If they can kite out right out the big tidal wave that is the overload, they can get back there. Second orb going to blue team as well. Ult coming out from the Rogue, trying to get some damage. Pops really hard to pull the pass on Guacamole. Wicked Man definitely is trying to get some healing out for the Raygun, make sure he can stay alive. Guacamole falling up, trying to get to the Rook. The harder boulder pass actually stopping him from taking any additional damage. Turn around, gets annihilated by another empowered M1 sickle slap from the Sirius. All right, Riposte coming out. He's actually going to go for the ult and see if he can get the orb. They all manage to. They're all staring at the orb. It's like, you ain't getting this. They all slap it at once, manage to get the third orb. 3-0 on the orbs, and manage to get out there with 39% HP from Uber's team, the Uber car.
The Uber is my car.
Uber is my car. Focus my car.
Something excluding the polymer, something that's interesting about this matchup the champions picked in this game is that they all kind of rely on getting if you play around them, they could be sitting ducks. For example, we saw at the start Greninja, what he did, he used his space to jump onto the target, and then of course he was getting hit back, so he parried. Problem is, that's exactly what Red Team were expecting, and they didn't hit the parry, and then therefore he's got no parry, he's got no jump, and they just turned on him, and he dropped to half HP. And we saw the same with the Sirius as well there, who was brought down, Red Team Sirius, Guacamole, who was brought down because they baited his counter. I think just both teams are really going to have to excel their mind games and expand their minds.
All right, we have a couple item changes. We have 2 hearts to boulder pass from both sides of the team. Moving to the supports and for the Red Team as well. And then Umbrella's coming out on Greninja. Big damage coming out. They're actually turning and trying to burn down the Black Child. 2 Petrifies coming out, locking down a good chunk of the team. So I go for the orb. Blue team managed to steal the orb instead. Aerial strike for Greninja, managed to get him in position to steal the orb. going to space onto him. Might actually end up getting killed on the Raygon. He has to parry, but he doesn't. He gets walled by the whack-a-mole hammer from the Rook. Guacamole getting his counter out, trying to reposition. Actually goes for aggressive position, splits from the Paloma. Paloma, the other side's trying to stand right on top of each other to make sure to get the healing together. Might actually end up getting the kill with the snare ult, the snare right ult, doing mad damage to Blackshot, killing him in the process. It's 2v2 now with 2 supports. The weaken allows Guacamole to walk away, taking no damage. A little neat feature for the series. He actually is able to be the great equalizer. 2 petrifies coming out. Solid work, but hits the counter instead. He could have gotten full damage on the ult. Saves him. Hate to see it happen. Paloma managed to hold out the space. Managed to keep herself safe for long enough just to get out of there. Make sure the position wasn't read too easily. We might end up seeing the actual end of it, though. They're just hounding down this Paloma, making sure they can get her. Petrify coming out, locking down Guacamole instead. But and managed to get a panic and reaction from when he spaces in there. A little neat feature that you guys can know. Any character that has an empowered M1, if it jumps at you, you can actually react before you can M1. So if he uses this space, Ulrich, Darius, and Rukon, they actually have to take the time in between to queue up the next ability. Blue team managed to getting another orb, another 3-0 looking for the round for the orb securing and positioning. And managed to finish down after hounding. It was a long-winded chase for the Paloma, trying to run for all her life. Definitely needed to fight back. There's no kiting and hiding around. This may be a Royale map, but we're in the arena now. Guacamole gets the counter hit from the Rook. Uber doesn't care. He's like, let's get the ability on cooldown. Finish it up. Guacamole understands. He didn't have any of the tools or the ult to do so. A couple of clutch mistakes, managing to save some time, but they lose that one.
And that was really nicely played.
Very solid.
Yeah, really solid. I mean, in choice of Battlerites, if we looked at the Battlerites compared to the Rhydons, they've gone slightly different. Greninja versus Blatchland, it looks like they're doing something slightly different in order to do these different playstyles. One thing I really want to note is on Red Team, Black, I'm just going to call him Black because I don't know how to pronounce that second word. He's actually got Dragon Mastery, which allows Dragon Palm to be recast once you hit it. That's really interesting because it's more of a positioning, zoning, like supporting type one, because you can get double the damage. But normally, at least personally, I pick it up if my supports need saving. And definitely, I think it's really really good. Good pickup versus the Rook and versus the Rhydon who's going to pressure their supports.
All right, we're going to see all 3 hearts of Boulder Pass for the Red Team to make sure to keep their health high enough for men to stay alive long enough to make the turnaround. Big damage coming out. He spaces in. Getting an in-cap on the Paloma, trying to keep out of the fight. Trying to drop one of the supply healing lines coming out since they had 2 healers. Red Team managed to get their first orb. Actually, yeah, first orb at all for these 3 rounds going so far. Getting in-cap, they actually managed to try and stack some CC, put some damage on them. They're actually forcing the Paloma out and go to a far zone. A meteor drops to lock down the area, trying to keep them from going in. Harder Boulder Pass getting popped on the Raygon. Raygon's going to take some mad damage from the Rook. Uber is smelling blood, pushes him away from the Paloma. Paloma's trying her best, doesn't panic, trying to kite out the storm. That is all the melee damage. Mongos are definitely very good about putting a lot of pressure on him. Black Shadow is just on the back end. He's trying to heal desperately at the same time the healer's trying to help him. Greninja comes back in with the double space at the weekend as well, but he's going to get petrified. They're still hounding him out. Black Shadow is looking to get the kill. He counters perfectly at the right time to deal with the Palm Mastery, Dragon Palm Mastery. Now the orb is up. Boulder hits 2 targets, putting armor break on them. They might be able to get some dividends out of that. Petrified cutting off the ult for Guacamole. Oh, the chronometer coming off the Paloma to get her position respace. She's doing all she can. She makes sure she stays in a proper position to heal and do damage. Oh, Greninja might go down. He actually ends up stunning himself 4 times into parry to parry. Have to be very careful about that. Oh, the other side coming out and managing to save the Raygon. Can actually get the kill. Overload coming out, trying to do as much damage, but they can't find the kill. They might run out of overload soon. Yep, overloads are done, and they have to actually fight this honest and square.
Oh no!
But Rook is going to go down after the in-cap splattered. First round's going to go to the Red Team, looks like. Unless Greninja can pull a magic rabbit out of his head, but he's not even Xander, so he might die here. Yep, Tickle Slap coming out of Sirius. 2-1, and we have 3-1 on orbs. And managed to go from having no orbs in the first 2 rounds to 3. Outstanding.
I don't really want to focus on the Rhydon again. I feel like I might be a little bit because he's my main, but it was a really nice interaction Rhydon versus Rhydon have. They both have the Battlerite that allows them to stun once they've been hit. Problem with that is that the Rhydon had his parry up when Greninja used his Q recast to stun, and therefore did a lot of return damage that stunned back, because Black parried while Greninja started spinning and stunning, would reflect all that damage back onto Greninja, and then he has another stun. He's stunned for a good period, it's a lot of damage, and he nearly died because of it, and it caused him to die later. It's an interesting mechanic that you don't normally have as Rhydon solo, and it's going to be interesting how these players play around it.
All right, aerial strike coming out from Greninja, trying to move back to the Paloma. Paloma's going to go for a Q right here. Yep, gets a Q out. EXQ to drain some health, so it's guaranteed damage even if you don't get the panic. Uber managed to read for the sickle slap. It's going to start smashing on Matt Okuma. Meanwhile, 2v1 down scenario down on the bottom of the side of the map. Hard bullet pass popped on the Rhydon. He's actually going to take quite a bit of damage. Blue team is actually all moving for the orb, but he gets stolen by the riposte. Someone hit the parry. He was managed to steal the orb. Guacamole's counter gets popped. On Panic catching the series, he's up in the corner, he can't do any healing right now, and Greninja might end up going down, getting focused, falls into the Petrify. He's just stuck there. He's been not able to play. And also down to 25% of his HP. Black Shadow goes for the space, misses. Ult coming out for the Wicked Man. He gets interrupted with the Panic, but he actually managed to space out before he gets petrified. Blue team gets the first orb as well, but their health is looking significantly lower. They're losing the scramble so far. Their team is split so far. Rook is actually still trying to follow out the Sirius. Sirius uses the healing solve and try to get as much time as he can to heal, but he's going to end up going down here. Oh, but he gets a perfect time to counter out. But the team is smelling the blood, going to follow after him. Maybe he can get out there. Black Shadow's going to space after him. You can still see it coming. Oh, he might end up dying here, but he was out of there in time not to get petrified as well. Spins all his meter, doesn't have any of it left, but they actually end up killing the Paloma other side because they try to focus too hard in killing the one support. But it's now 2v1. Overloads pops for the other team. So they have to fight this honest without their X Factor.
His ultimate.
All right, Guacamole's still taking some damage from the Rook. Rook's just going to fight through the weaken. Greninja trying to walk away. Guacamole still smells it. He's going to get an M1 charge here soon. He might try and go for another weekend. Greninja cancels his aerial strike, trying to make sure he has another option to iframe. But he's going to get splattered on with a space. Pops overload while petrified. He's going to lose half of his overload meter right there. Went to read. He knew he was going to M2 when he came out. Got stunned out of it, and he's like, all right, I'll let this round go.
Yeah, all right. You got
yeah, you got this. Rhydon uses ult to close in the distance. Yes, he did.
Yeah, I know. I was really interested. Initially I thought it was a misplay, but it was actually a really calculation from to just step back in that center.
Oh, that was very, very solid play. They've actually made a very quick adjustment. They took the first 2 rounds, and now Guacamole's team is definitely focusing out Greninja when he comes in. He's been consistently the first or the lowest amount of HP so far. Definitely needs to curtail his aggression just a little bit, or allow the Rook to go first. Trying to utilize the snare and weaken to make it so that he can trade effectively. 50% weaken for 2 seconds if he hits a target along with the snare, 28 damage on his space. So that's what he's trying to utilize, but he's getting punished in return for doing it so quickly. So we'll see if he makes adjustment on his playstyle. All right, we got some neutral coming out. Some Petrify E's being missed on the Wicked Man. He spaces to the Rook. Doesn't get as much healing. He was still weakened during all of that. He's going to get hard. Dude, both of the parries pops off the Rook, but no Rhydons, but no one hits it. Penny comes out, sending the Rhydon away, but his cooldowns are low anyway, so give him time to reset the neutral. First orb is up. He spaces onto the Paloma, taking mad damage. They coordinated the into armor break and into from the Rhydon to actually do quite a bit of damage to Matokuma. Matokuma has lost 30% HP now. Matt actually in a scramble. It's looking very positive for the blue team right now at the moment. Hard to pull the pass popped on the Paloma. And Greninja's just swinging at everyone. He's like a mad dog. He's still going back after Matokuma. Matokuma's just taking a lot of damage. He reads out for the panic. He doesn't get panicked. He's weakened by Guacamole, so he can't do his full damage. Actually incaps the Sirius, drops one of the healers. Blue team still steals the orb, even with Black Shadow actually managed to space onto it. Mistimes it, so he wasn't able to steal it. Chronometer coming out. Oh, catching her with the bare tip of it. Kills her at the end. All right. Greninja is actually trying to get out of there. He might have time to space. He does the weaken instead. Oh, he stopped the healing coming for the Rhydon to code him out. Missing the ult almost completely for that moment. Positioning was awkward, but they are in a very positive position. He overloads, but they all move away. Greninja may go down. Nope. Blocks the EX of 1. The Sirius jumps up first. Get down, Mr. President. All right, he understands he's lost her around. 3-2.
What? All right, no worries. We're like,
just a tip, yeah, Bonnenkratz, just a tip.
Yeah, just catches that kill with the tip. Man.
Kills him by the pinky toes, like how Achilles went down. It was crazy. It was his Achilles tendon, but yeah, I knew I was making a reference. Alrighty. Ooh, this has been spicy.
Yeah,
This has been the closest match actually over the past 2 days for the tournaments. Usually it's been like 5-1s, but this has been really good. I like this.
Yeah, you can really feel it. Well, you can really like feel it. It's really. I don't know how I'd feel if I was one of the players because it's so tense. 3-2. I mean,
There's actually a clip of Bloom when he was at the first BPL and like his nerves, his hands are shaking the whole time. That's what I think of. All right, space coming out from Blackshot. He's actually going to go into the Rook. He does M2, but doesn't miss time. He gets petrified instead. Wicked Man trying to fill out the Paloma, waits her out for the panic. The Repose coming out from Greninja, but then Wicked Man hits it and is getting him stunned as well, but he does a Rune Ward to be able to take damage. He actually wins the trade against Blackchild. Paloma losing a lot of HP. Hard to pull the pass, popped off the aerial strike. She's now at no longer just has her safety net. First orb going up, blue team steals the orb. Sirius didn't have an empowered M1 to take it with more damage. She only does 8 damage on his M1. She's going to get deleted afterwards.
So fast.
See, she just cannot scramble fast enough to get away. The Mongos are just smelling blood. It's like, you will be the weakest link. Goodbye. All right, hard to pull the pass, saving Sirius from taking any more damage from on the red team side, Guacamole. But he's going to try and get the ult to get the orb. Red team gets their first orb, but they've already down a partner, and Guacamole is about to get eliminated. He's going to get spaced after by Greninja. Greninja incaps the Raigon to keep him out of the fight. He spaces over the first Petrify and then slaughters him after that with the M2. He R's into the parry to get the Repose. He's going to try and go for the ult. No, he does not. He actually burned it for the XM1. He will fall here to the Mongos. Hold left click. Big brains, melee mains.
Big brains, melee mains. I mean, as these rounds getting more into the side of the tournament, these are really good players, and you're seeing them utilize items pretty well. I saw the Paloma use a grappling hook, which I think is the first time we've seen at this tournament.
Yes, Chronometer, grapple hook, tried to reposition, tried to at least desperately get to where she's back into the back line while they die for her.
Yeah. I mean, it's something down in my trench tier you don't really see. So it's always an honor getting to watch these games where these some of the best really utilize all the resources given to them, which does mean those active consumable items.
And actually, Squirtballer and Bonnenkrotzen actually bring up a very good point. I think Paloma might have actually been sub-optimized for her ability. She did not get the recast on Q for space and the haste if she pops the spell block. But now she's not getting the movement speed even if she doesn't panic. She's relying almost completely on her positioning and the first panic that she has. Once that's down, she has the other side to get out of there. It's taking a lot of pressure, though. They're actually back into it again, but Rook takes some mad damage. He's actually down to 25% HP. 20% now. He's ticking down, but he grabs a little bit of the green. They managed to go for the orb instead. I believe blue team still gets the orb, even with the mad dive coming from Guacamole and Black Child. Dodges it with the M2, makes him commit the meter, but he's actually going to go down here. He eats. Rune Ward coming out, giving him a little bit more shield. He's just going to run away. Actually gets blocked by the M2. Sorry, when he tried to space out, he gets blocked by the space in from the Raigon. Then he's ultimately going to fall. He's not able to reposition to get away. He got turned on very heavily, and the red team is actually taking quite a big control with this. It was a surprise. Meteor coming out. He got what he wanted. I meteored him out.
That's.
Oh, they might actually get a kill in the Battle Kuma. Never mind. He ends up getting out of there. Wicked Man smells blood. He's still going to go for it. Greninja's still fighting the way out.
Oh,
Flash out smells
fighter.
Yep, the petrified and pushing him out, stacking the CC, so he's out of the fight for a long time. Aerial strike trying to dodge out the weaken. Oh no, the meteor, but he blocks himself in. Never mind. Destroys himself. It was the Paloma trying to get it innovative with the usage of items. But Greninja's going to go down, not able to trade into the overload with no way to escape. Wicked Man's going to try and do his best. Maybe but he hits straight into the parry. He gets reposted for a good chunk of damage. He's going to overload, but he's going to get melted. But the hard bullet pass actually saving him from the bonus overload damage for a good chunk of it. But he's going to get ulted into here. Manages to walk it out, but he has no HP. Loses the orb as well. And he's going to get sickle slapped for the kill.
4-3. Yeah, you saw something really inconvenient for Greninja there. He had 3 charges of his Mouse 2 ready, and he was trying to bait the Polymer, but it actually turned out that the Polymer was baiting him because he was turning his attention to the orb. He was close to getting it, and then he tried to quickly 180 flick and hit her with the Mouse 2. It missed, and because he wasn't on the orb anymore, it gave the orb to the enemy team. It was a lose on top of a loss. And Greninja felt it because he didn't last much longer. He died on that bridge soon after it.
Madokuma, I do respect your bravado, but I feel like you may have had a efficiency check onto your rights with this Mongol squad. You'd have actually had quite a bit more movement and freedom with the change in rights. But I do respect your choices and your adaptation and using items. Hard to bowl the pass and rabbit potion coming out from Madokuma, actually. We'll see how they can do with the match point coming from the blue team. Blue team is actually still hounding out the Paloma. Space coming out for Black Shadow. He's dove in. Now he has to, yep. Ended up having to parry, but that's all he is. He has no more cooldowns. Guacamole's doing his thing. Drops a Rune Ward because he knows that Raigon has cooldowns. They're trying to turn on the Rook. Rook takes some decent damage. Health is actually pretty close. This could yo-yo either way. Incap coming out, trying to lock out the Sirius, one of the healers. Black Shadow is actually way below in health. Rook was doing dividends in the bottom right corner, beating him in the back alley. Give me your change. All right, double space. Incap, do some wombo combo damage a little bit early. Hits the counter instead. Parry comes out for Black Shadow. The ult coming out, but they're still trying to go for the Raigon. Raigon's low, but the other side comes out for Batokuma. They're actually trying to reset back into the middle. Rook smashes on him, steals the orb. Good orb steal. His hard to pull the pass will still get popped. He ends up hitting the parry, getting the riposte coming out from the Raigon. Raigon's actually almost out of cooldowns. Another parry coming out. Red team's Raigon is actually very low, as well as Greninja. Uber is also taking quite a bit chunk of damage. Matakuma's full on health. He's actually doing very well in his positioning. I don't even think he's popped his rabbit potion yet, so he still has another failsafe.
Oh.
Uber taking big damage. He's going to go down. Sickle slapped and murdered while he was trying to charge out. All right. Overload coming out from Greninja, as well as Sirius. They're trying to see if they can get a kill here. He's going to get petrified while trying to hit his Q out. He's actually going to go down here. Panic. Oh, but he actually managed to walk out with the bonus speed from Panic to get out of the ult. All right. But it's looking like the Sirius on the blue team may go down. Wicked Man getting wickedly beaten. Managed to slap a little bit back. He managed to get out of there, hitting the Sirius back, weaken him. But Greninja's going to go down when they turn around to try and melt him out instead. He goes for another overload, but gets panicked because he's standing right next to Paloma. And it's now match point both ways. The adjustments coming out heavily. Matokuma actually managed to keep himself safe this time instead of getting hounded around the map.
4-4. Good luck. Look at that positive image in Blatchfield in chat. Good luck for the final round! Exclamation mark. Now that is wholesome. I also really like that while in the game, the polymer that you were not trashed but criticizing in a positive way came into the Twitch chat to
do I look like pussy? Get some Pulp Fiction on us right here. Matokuma with the bravado. Maybe that's the push he needed. Positioning's been a lot more solid since then too. I like it. All right, we actually have ourselves a real game.
If Matokuma ends up winning, take credit for it.
He went back to Rune Ward instead of the Rabbit Potion. Apparently, he finds that more useful. We'll see what happens here. Neutral coming out, instant space coming for the Black Child. He might try to go for a Q. He does go for a Q. He has no more cooldowns. They might sniff it out. They're actually probably doing call out. Greninja sees it. Wicked Man going instead for the Paloma, weakening her out, trying to burn out the other side. No other side now. Black Child taking some damage, but ends up getting his parry and riposte popped off. First orb is up. When Greninja dodges the M1, first orb, he managed to stun them out. Stealing the orb with M2, but also taking the hit from the parry as well, because there's a cleave feature for the Raigon. Guacamole doing some damage to Greninja. Greninja being really close to about hitting the half health mark. I believe he also went for Wind Waker's Umbrella, so he's healing his team as well, trying to do a dual healing support. EXE coming out for the aerial strike, locking down this Guacamole, keeping him out of the fight. Matokuma might end up going down here. He ends up getting a very clutch EXQ, but will die afterward. All right, they might actually end up still be able to kill a Sirius. Nope, Rook blocking him off. Oh, big stack damage, and the Weekend make sure the ult doesn't do any damage to Wicked Man. Wicked Man's not going to be able to survive here. Weakened space from Greninja, they timed that out just perfectly. Too big body. Rook couldn't get out of the petrified, but it's all right. They're actually topped up in the top corner here. Very advantageous position for melees. Ult coming out, stealing the orb as well. Horrible to pass off the shake. And the ult and stealing the orb as well. Rook with the awareness, hitting both targets, getting his bang for his buck. That was well played. That was a good fight.
Oh, honestly, we saw the ultimate from the Rook pick up the last player with the tip yet again. On Blatchfield, who is that guy? I want to hats off to Black, who was giving supportive messages the entire time. Hats off, buddy.
This is like the high tier of what Battlerite is for. This is what all of us were kind of waiting for once we put all the time in getting good at the game. This is beautiful to see, and I like that the camaraderie in the sportsmanship. I think we're going to the finals
now. No, we've got one more.
Oh, we do have one more, don't we? Multinational, that's Reyes' team versus Ubercar.
Uber is my car.
Yep, Uber is my car.
I can't believe I
Invite.
said that. It's not my fault. It got
Just own it.
Carry
Just
got
run
cut
with it.
Carry got cut off and it said car. All right.
I like Uber car.
Car. I mean, I originally thought it was like an Uber, like joke or something like that. I'm like, wait a minute, no, they mean Uber the person.
Mm-hmm.
My bad, my
a little
bad.
bit, a little snafu there, but it's perfect. I like it. Now he has a nickname that kind of fits.
Man, Pearl.
Ray's is ready to go.
Poor Ninja's Pearl, man. I don't
They
think
hasn't been able to play at all. They've banded
Yeah.
out pretty much all tournament.
Don't ban Pearl, thanks. Poor Ninja. Right,
So you want to
this
take
is
over this one, Unix?
Yeah, I can do this one if you want to break. That was a very long game. That was not.
Oh, that was fine. It's just I'll alternate 2-2. I think you've done 2 matches. I've done 2 matches, but this works.
Yeah, this works. Right. Oh, what have I just? Okay, I'm good. Right. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. We're gonna sit here a little bit awkwardly until we get into the next game. Now it looks like they're gonna start the drafting now, but until then, because we can't show it on stream, it's either gonna be if we're told through our mouths, or if we're not told, us talking about whatever we want. Now, what we could talk about, though, will actually be what we're meant to be talking about, is the Twitter giveaway. Now, for this tournament, we are actually doing a Twitter giveaway for an indie game code. The way to enter it is you pop over to Twitter. There's a panel in the below the stream right now. If you click on it, you'll be sent over. Give it a follow, Indie Tourney, and then for the latest tweet, reply with your favorite Battlerite champion. That will enter you into the giveaway. All you got to do to win a game is to watch video games and follow. Isn't that easy? Also, if you're interested in winning more games, we do have a clip contest. Now, the finals going to be coming up. The hype is going to be building. And if you clip my smoke alarm, I might have to go deal with that smoke.
Don't mind me, Cardia. Don't mind me at all.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to go fix that alarm because that is going to beep. So I'll be right back, man.
Give me a spark note for what you were talking about. Sorry, I wasn't fully paying attention. All right, he'll be back. Well, yes, there will be giveaways and things of the like where you can get some indie game from the Twitter, and then there will be a giveaway for the raffle. Actually, I believe they're doing a raffle for the Love Hound at the end of it. Let me double check that. Make sure I'm accurate. Yeah, there's going to be a raffle at the end of this tournament for one Love Hound. So when it comes up, exclamation point raffle, and check that out. And then the Twitter will be doing also an indie giveaway for the indie tourney. Twitter will be doing the giveaway. So make sure to check that out. Let's see here. See how the picks and bands are going so far? Kind of had that in the back burner of my mind. If you want to do a little bit of brainstorming of what their comp might be. They're doing the website, so it won't be for us. They'll be doing on their thing. Trying to keep it out of the stream so no one gets a little bit of a closet advantage. It'll be all right. It's all right. We'll just see how the execution goes down, and we'll do.
Why does my webcam flick black when I unmute my microphone? That's not
sure.
good. Right, yeah, there shouldn't
Thank
be
you.
there shouldn't be any more unwanted beeping from my smoke alarm. However,
Damn, he killed it.
Yeah, but if I disappear and if there's a growing flame behind me, you know what happens. What do you not have your chair?
I do. I just rolled it up under the desk. I'm just standing up for a moment. We've been sitting for quite a while, so I'm trying to get a move on.
You gotta stay active. Do some squats. You gotta work those thighs. Don't do squats.
My thighs are in shape, okay? I don't need
Okay.
you doing
Well,
that. Okay.
Okay, fair enough. Fake thighs. Right, that's right. Wait, so oh, they're drafting on the website, are they? Alright. Your camera is shaking.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm typing with like a bunch of
With a hammer.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry.
So yeah, where was it? What I was saying. So yeah,
If you want to enter the giveaway on Twitter, you follow, apply with your favorite Battlerite champion. And if you want to get the game code for the giveaway in the clips, then you clip anything your favorite part of the stream, funny moment, a good moment, an epic moment, post it in the relevant chat in the Discord, which you can join down below, and you might have the chance to win a free indie game. Everybody wins.
Did Blue win, Tommy Kimmies? Yes. Uber's team won. Uber car won their round from last match.
Uber is my car.
Yep, Uber's my car. Uber car. Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom. Ooh, yeah. So, just waiting for this next game now. They're drafted on the website, which means we're not going to know. So, we just have to awkwardly sit here while Oda... What? I mean, it's cool, I guess. I mean, sure, this can be. I'll sit by. I'll take a sip. And you can just be the entertainment, Oda.
Oh, what? I'm just doing your thing. Well, I'll let you do your thing while I just kind of stretch my body out.
No, you do your thing. You'll be the entertainment. I'll just sit here and drink my coffee, which is now cold. Is cold coffee bad?
No, I wouldn't say so, but I don't even drink coffee.
No, it's not good. It's not good. Don't do it. I would laugh my ass off if he accidentally hits his buddy in the head. Well, what do you mean accidentally? You could do it right now, and he wouldn't. Unless
you talk about my roommate? Yeah, I won't hit him by accident. If anything, I'd probably hit myself, but that's not likely either. I've already gone through the growing pains of you learning how to use
another sip.
That was unfortunate. Like, I started off not with the foam ones, but the wooden ones. Oh yeah, you learn really quickly.
You learn really quickly. I'm not good with like hand-eye coordination. There are people who like do loads of really cool butterfly knife tricks and like stuff like that, and I've never been able to do anything like that.
That's my brother. He's good with sharp objects. I like Tonfa's ninjakus, that stuff like that. A little bit more the blunt objects kind of guy.
You might. All right. You're more your blunt weapon gang over.
Yeah, definitely like a barbarian like character, monk as it were. If you want to do D&D,
I mean, barbarians can use like axes, right?
Yeah, they can.
Depends what a barbarian is. People have different options. What is a barbarian to a Roman? Anyone who's not Roman. What is a barbarian to elves?
Everything not elves.
Yeah. To be fair, is barbarian like a racist term? Like, not the more I think about it, it's just been kind of in history been used to describe someone that's not yourself.
Yeah, or someone they think is culturally inferior or not sophisticated.
Yeah.
I've
just ruined my own mood.
I'll probably look into the history of it now. You did make me think. So I will thank you for that one. All right, Pixar Band's done. They're going to start locking the champions now, and I will actually be handing this over to the beautiful man Unix that he is. Okay.
I just finished the cold coffee for some reason. I told myself I wouldn't take another sip. Right, so we do have a Rook Pearl, and I'm not sure, but it looks like it's going to be serious, with a Taya Freya, and possibly a Lucy as well that I haven't locked in. I should probably wait until they've selected. We don't know the bands ourselves, because it was done on an external website, because there is no drafting feature in Battlerite yet. However, got one coming up, I believe, or at least rumors, I'm not sure. So, on the side of Uber is my car, on Team 1, Blue Team, it is Rook, Pearl, and Ulrich. On the side of Team 2, we've got a Taya Freya, and most likely a Lucy. The only team we've got locked in right now is Team 1, and that is the Rook, Pearl, Ulrich. I'm really interested. We've got the Pearl. Greninja is finally on that Pearl.
The Black Pearl.
Terrifying, scary, intimidating, all these words. Pearl, I played a few private lobbies with Greninja before, and his Pearl is definitely one it's burnt into my memory. It's terrifying. I feel like I'm just hyping Greninja up. It's going to be really embarrassing if he doesn't have a good game.
Yeah.
So here we are, dropped into the arena, orb in the middle, To be fair, I've waited long enough. I just wait Battlerites, man.
Oh yeah, now I kind of want to play. The
Yeah,
little egg, the Baco egg brawl just got me ready to roll.
Egg Brawl's the true esports. Right, best of 5. Now, the winner of this... Okay, quickly, I guess while we're waiting, we quickly talk about the bracket. How's the bracket working? Because looking at the website, the winner of this is the final of the losers bracket. Will the winner of this go on to the grand final? The answer is yes. I'm just confused about the whole round 4 and round 5. I'm not sure if that's intentional. There are 2 matches classed as grand final. We might need some elaboration from Fly, but I'm sure we'll do it. So, looking at Battlerites. Do you want to talk about the Battlerites for a little bit, Odor?
Oh, certainly. All right, let's see. The old Reyes is coming back with his Freya ult right. He's going to try and see if he can build up to as fast as he can, then capitalize on when cooldowns are down to punish heavily. You'll see a lot of lightning slams. I am lightning. You'll hear the call. Answer the thunder from Reyes' side. Standard Lucy, blast shield, movement speed on roll, also cooldown reduction, managed to kite out. There's a Rook on the other team along with Wicked Man. There's a lot of burst if Rook follows up them along with the Ulrich. And then items, Harder Boulder Pass coming out from Lucy, definitely another safeguard, and Taya because they succumb to pressure very heavily. Rose coming with Jolting Amulet, and the same coming out from Uber and Wicked Man, Greninja doing Jolting Amulet as well to try and get some ults. Yeah, they do.
And here we are. We're going to have the Rook initiate immediately with the Freya trying to hit the attention of himself. Barry is going to give him a bit, but it's not even him. He's focusing. It's the Taya who's now stunned by the Rook. Armor broken as well. Pearl jumping out. There's going to be an orb spawning, but neither team really in the position as Freya now half HP. Looking for the orb. 40, 20. Blue team picking up the first one. And this will be a counter popped. No hits from the Pearl. Nicely played from her as a stun. Nicely dodged from the Freya. Now Freya's got her ultimate. We're talking about that Battlerite. She's going to use it, and it's going to hit no one. There's now Reyes. Really low. Got the barrier, but silent. Stun up. Instantly broken. As Taya's going to pop her ultimate. The invulnerability plus the movement speed as she throws the boomerangs is going to get a lot of damage onto the Pearl, but the Pearl doesn't really care because she's going to heal herself up. Blue team taking the second orb. Ulrich knocking his enemies into the air as they're all grouped up. They've got to be careful unless they get comboed. Lucy getting harassed down by the Rook on the bot side as he's now using his ultimate to try and finish it off, but the barrier is going to save her. Now it's all of Red team looking really low. If they find a bad fight with either a Fish ult, which has just been used, or the Rook, it could mean they fall down. And it looks like Freya might be next as she falls. A nice dodge from the Rook means they're able to bring her down, leaving it a 3v2 situation for Red team. Ulrich now desperately trying to get some damage off. Lucy stuck on the sideline, means he can't heal up the Teo. As the Overload tries to bring down the Rook, the panic sending him away. Actually, might be Ulrich next to fall as he's brought down to 1 bar of HP. Healed up by the Pearl though. Rook counter not being popped. There's an orb in the middle. Will Red team look to take it? They will. Can they take it soon enough though? They do. Apologies, I've got something in the back of my throat. This is now 1 bar down left on the Ulrich. Hitting up into the air. The Taya is done. Radiant Shield is going to block 1. He's able to reflect it. There's an ult on the Taya. She's going to use it. Give her the shield she needs. But she's incapacitated. Beautifully done from the Rook. He's going to be able to use the counter not pop those. He's forced back to the orb. He's 1 hit away. The stun isn't going to do it. And the orb is picked up by Blue team, healing them up. Giving them like HP and energy they really needed. And vulnerability is popped thanks to the counter onto the Rook. Rook now stunning the Taya. Taya trying to bring down the Pearl, but it's going to be the Lucy who dies to the bot, leaving just his teammate overloaded and killed as the first round goes to Blue team.
Whew, that could have gone either way. Their healths were hitting single digits there. So there was a change from Reyes. He did not actually use the ult, right? He swapped out, so he did not have the stun. That's why the Greninja was able to drop the bubble after being jumped on with the ult and not getting immediately incapped into the wall by the hammer. Wicked Man playing a very, very solid positioning game for the Ulrich. Managed to still be able to get some clutch heals and save Uber when he got panicked out into the out of bounds and giving him the shield to actually allow him to come back in. The tick didn't kill. That was some very solid plays, good awareness. We'll see some adjustments come out. Greninja's actually going to go for the Aegis of Symphony instead. Symphony as well, and Uber. They're trying to reduce damage all around. 2 Harder Boulder passes. Their team also win Jolting Amulet, Harder Boulder pass from Cross and Riz. And then Void Reaper to cut the healing since it's 2 healers and Jolting Amulet. Pretty efficient pick with the boomerangs from Taya.
There we are. The Pearl trying to get a little bit of surprises. Root's incapacitated on the left side again by the Freya, bringing half of her ultimate ready. The charge is going to stop her in her tracks though.
It's now silent onto the Lucy, getting harassed down by the Pearl, as it's kind of in a mess at the moment. Everybody's just a free-for-all trying to do as much damage as they can. And it's going to be blue team who does the most of the orb, picking it up. Ultimate drop, stunning the Rook, but the breastplate is going to keep him alive for a little bit longer with the invulnerability. Stun onto the Freya at the top side. Rook charging, looking for the Taya. Taya has to run away though. Stun onto Ulrich. Counter being popped. Not hit though. Incapacitate on the Rook on the side as Rook returns the favor, stunning the Freya. Orb in the middle. Neither team really able to capitalize on it. Freya looking for it. Stunned. Blue team pick it up. There's going to be an invulnerability popped from the Lucy with the Ulrich ultimate. Dropping her ultimate onto the Pearl. Pearl is going to get hit by the Freya ult as well. 1 bar of HP. Trying to heal herself up. The stun as well. Taya could be able to bring it down here as Freya. No. Has to fall back. Going to be a stun onto the Lucy, who's now not the highest HP. Never mind, it was the Freya. Blue team picking up the orb yet again as they've got the zone advantage, and it's going to be the Rook that brings Taya, leaving a 2v3. As now both teammates separated for the first time in this game. Freya forced up into the top side while Rook takes down the Lucy, dodging his charge. It's not going to be as lucky for the Freya, who's forced back. The barrier's going to keep her alive for a little time. She's going to mount up, counter as well. The charge is going to come. Dodge, jumping over the wall, but they found Greninja, and Greninja's going to bring it down, leaving just a Lucy. She's got her ultimate. She could, if she plays immensely well, bring this back, but you never really know. She's not out of the zone. Overload as well. Going to hit on Greninja to be in trouble, but it's the Lucy that falls first, leaving the second round for blue team.
Blue team wins the round.
Long live the order.
Long live the order, indeed.
Yeah. The double support healing team is actually very strong right now. With the high mobility of Ulrich, allowing to get some very quick stuns if he keeps his positioning. For those who don't know how Ulrich works, he applies favor and allows him to recharge his M1, which works like an empowered M1 like Sirius and Rukon's does. That has a stun, and he has a right that increases the stun factor to make it last longer as well. As long as he keeps spacing it out, the favor lasts 5.5 seconds. So every 5.5 seconds, as long as he doesn't miss his space on his teammate, he can space continually and keep his M1 charge going as well. So positioning is very important and key on Ulrich. Holy Flames coming out from Taya. Jolting Amulet as well as Void Reaper. Not a couple item changes that many.
And here we are, Yihan into the third. Currently being whitewashed by blue team. Rook looking for a charge, but it's cancelled from the Taya. The favor is well onto 2. Haste is going to pop all 3. Counter not being popped. Rook is going to charge, find a stun onto the Freya. Freya jumping up. Red team getting the orb. I didn't even see what happened there, but it doesn't matter if they get the energy vitally needed. As Freya nearly has her ultimate, she does with that counter. She's going to try and use it, finds it onto the Rook. Nicely played from her, wherever it's going to be the 10, not into the high. The ultimate comes out, throwing the boomerangs. You'll be able to find anyone. Now it's red team, suddenly has the zone advantage as the orb spawns, and there is no way blue team take it. Ultimate's dropped, zoning them out. Nicely played. Red team all together. Blue team forced back. Looking for the orb. Gonna find it. Charge comes out. Hits the Lucy. She's able to dodge away. Petrify onto the Pearl. Rook, not yet half HP. Still has breastplate ready. Invulnerability popped onto Lucy. Barriers don't keep her alive for a little bit longer as well with that movement speed. Panic, sending the Rook away. Taya ultimate used. Trying to bring the Rook down. 2 bars of HP. Ulrich here to support. Lucy and Pearl, 1v1ing on the left side here. This is now a stun onto the Rook. Rook charging in. Red team taking the orb again. They're all half HP. Greninja. Disconnected. Paused. Standing in the middle.
Seems we have a game crash coming out on the side of Uber.
Oh, Greninja didn't crash. He's fine. Alright, resume back into this game. Greninja has been punished severely because of this, though. But he's able to heal himself up thanks to the immense healing abilities of Pearl. Could be Taya nearly caught out there. As a Rook, gonna charge onto the Taya. Haste as well. Armor broken. It's gonna be Freya trying to take away the attention from their team as Rook's on the top here. The orb's gonna spawn. Charging, looking for it. Petrifying, not gonna be able to hit anybody. Favor, they're really low. Ulrich have found here, and they are gonna Rook might be next. He's got no support. Counter not being popped. Beautifully done. The overload is going to mean he takes more damage. If he's not careful, he dodges the Freya ult. Nicely played from him, but one hit, it's not going to be enough, and he falls, leaving just the Pearl. He's overloaded. He's going to try and take them down, but he's not out of the arena. He's going to accept his fate as he falls next, leaving a 2-1 scenario, a red team victory for that round.
Red team wins the round.
So yes, for the that in-game analysis, Wicked Man actually had gotten in trouble because his space got blocked. Good strategy. Unless he uses EX characters in between, he'll stop and hit them instead of going to his teammate, so he won't get the space refresh charge also then one. And that's what happened. He bumped into the Freya instead and did not make it back to the Greninja. Ended up dying because of it.
I want to look at items at the moment, because I haven't really seen many active items so far. I'm not sure if it's
usually high level play. I've noticed players also go with the 2 passives first before they go with an active, unless they're very confident in their ability to play around the actives. But harder boulder passes still coming out, as well as Rude Ward and Holy Flame to remove harder pass.
Uber only has 2 items. He could have 3, but he only has 2. Rook.
Could have bugged, potentially.
Maybe. Counter of Greninja not actually going to be popped, which means he takes a little bit of retaliation damage, and he's not able to heal himself up. Freya on the back line. Taya, now forced out. They're really looking for the Freya, but he's got the shield from the Lucy. Orb, slightly off center. Neither team really looking for it. 24 HP, red team pick it up underneath the Rook's nose. Counter not being popped as Taya's now got her ultimate. She's going to turn, hit the Freya roll onto the Rook. Half HP and vulnerability popped, panicked away. Lucy has her ultimate ready. Will she choose to use it, or will she use her EX abilities on her teammates? Time will tell. Now Rook, he's used his counter. This could be bad, but he knows it, and he's backed away the wall. But now it's Freya looking for the orb. 40, 20, 16, 4. 1 hit needed. Ulrich not able to steal it as Freya body blocks. And the second orb of the round goes to red team. As now Rook has to be really careful here as a Taya roll is going to be used. He's got the movement speed, he's got the boomerangs, maybe bring him down. The Freya roll is going to hit and bring down the Rook! Beautifully played by the Freya, who's going to turn their attention onto the Ulrich. The Radiant Shield is going to block a few little hits. He's going to turn his attention onto the other, but 1 hit away. 1 hit needed. He's trying to desperately heal himself up, but it's not going to be enough as the Taya brings him down, leaving just the Pearl of the backline who accepts her fate. Lucy on top of her. It's going to be the second round for red team picked up, making it 2-2.
Red team wins the round.
Oh, the Ogre is in the chat. Hello. I'm Ogre Enforcer. Pleasure to meet you. But yes, very good adjustment coming out. They're able to block out and do a lot of damage to Uber. See if they can change their positioning to actually get back in there and get their aggression back on. Probably put down the Taya. Taya is doing a lot of damage this round. Almost 1,000 damage for this particular round.
The Rook is one of the tankiest in the game, but I mean that game he was often low. Is he extending too much? Is he getting focused?
There's an optimal range for Taya. Taya does like 26 damage on auto if you can hit on the first boomerang and the back boomerang. So it's like 14 then 10, and that's where he was at the optimal range for getting shredded by Taya.
Do you think it's been an effective counter pick here then?
Positioning was the effective counter pick. We'll see if they can adjust it out.
Rook's trying to get close with that charge and lands a stun to Lucy. He's able to barrier herself up. It's going to be the Pearl. Nice counter dodge from the Freya. Means she can't get it off. Ulrich, already half HP. Therefore he pops the passive. Half HP onto Rook. Orb spawns. Taya already has her ultimate. She was throwing it around. Going to find the orb there. Red team picks up the first one. Now Rook, 1 bar of HP. He's going to look for a stun onto Lucy. The counter is going to keep him alive for a little bit, but the Freya ult on top of him. Favor as well. Looking for more. Incapacitating against the wall, but he's being healed up. Charge is not going to be hit, and the Ulrich is there to save his life, but he's already so low. Actually, they could find him here. They do. It's the Tail denies the charge, giving just a 3v2 in this early stages, but Ulrich is barely a 2 because he's 1 bar of HP, incapacitated as well. This could be his death. Radiant Shield's going to block a few. Meanwhile, it's Greninja on the sidelines going to be able to dodge it, but Ulrich falls, leaving just the Pearl. Pearl, she's got a lot of healing, she's got a lot of damage, but not enough, especially if he stays still. And Red Team picked up their 3rd round in a row.
Red team wins the
So like I was saying before, Taya's getting a lot of damage, 562 damage off of Razor Boomerang. The target changed this time. Instead of Rook, it was Ulrich. Ulrich was standing at that optimal range, taking 26 damage a hit. He has 250 HP, so that's a little over 10% of his HP if he's getting hit on the boomerang out and on the return in. So you have to be very cognizant of where you're standing for Taya. Taya can do a lot of damage if allowed to.
I mean, so what's the solution? Play more aggressively? Deny Taya that optimal range?
Oh, yes. Our optimal range is shred.
Gotcha. Alright, well maybe we'll be able to see it. The Rook, I feel like still hasn't hit his prime. If we look at items, if we hold on tab, we got a grapple hook on Greninja, which is interesting. More positioning from him. So he does seem to get caught out against this team. Freya definitely playing well on the positioning. Rook is going to charge, not hit the stun though, and he's going to rely on his counter to save him, but he's not going to be able to use it. The favor shield from Ulrich is going to deny that damage. Radiant shield blocking one, no blind though, so stun onto the Lucy. Petrify's been denying that damage though. Ulrich now getting focused, stunned as well. The optimal tie range. We're talking about Freya. Ult hits 2, vulnerability. Teo's going to ult, she's going to run around, but instantly brought down. Nicely played from Uber on the Rook. As the stun doesn't hit, the panic is going to force the Rook away though. Not yet, half HP though, he's going to charge, misses. Looking for the orb, Taya. So he's going to take it. Red team picking up the first orb, giving them that much needed health and energy. So Lucy ult's going to zone them off. The Rook is going to charge. However, it's Taya already got the ultimate again. She's going to use it and dodge the ability from Ulrich. Now it's Ulrich in a spot of bother, who's getting pushed, but his Pearl at the bottom going to be first to fall. That's not what you want. That healer down. They've got another one, Ulrich, but he might be next to fall as well. The Radiant Shield going to push him up against the edge, and Freya really wants that kill. She's looking for it on the sideline. 1 hit needed, 1 hit found. This is just a Rook. Half HP. 1 bar, accepting his fate. He's brought down as well. The 4th round in a row. If they take 5, they could take this entire series in 1 swoop.
Red team wins
Again, Dracula's doing dividends, just ripping people in half. 568 damage on the Boomerang, just allowed them 1. They need to get onto her. They need to stop her.
100%. The Taya's doing so much work, as people are talking about the energy, the constant energy they have with the mount. Now it's interesting to see that instead of trying to avoid, there's 2 strategies when Taya uses her ultimate. You either avoid her until it's over, or you charge her and get her off her mount by breaking the shield. And that was the first time in this game where we saw them charge her. Rook hit the stun, was hitting them down and got her off her mount really quickly and denied her that ultimate. It could be a method that might be able to pull them back in the game, but Uber on blue side really needs something to pull them back. If they drop 1 more round, it's going to be the entire series. Remember, they're playing for the grand final. So the line comes down to Lucy, but Ulrich taking a lot of damage in return as he's brought down to nearly half HP. The Taya wind is going to save the Freya from a little bit more damage as Rook charges in. Stun going to come out but not hit anyone thanks to the bubble. Blue team picking up the first orb. There's going to be a Thunder Strike and it's going to hit onto the Ulrich. But the breastplate's going to save him extra damage. I really need to sneeze. Half HP onto the Freya. Counter not being popped. Rook going to turn it back. Oh, as Rook is now going to ultimate, but they're going to be able to get out of his range. As red team pushed back, blue team currently have the HP advantage and the zone advantage as the orb spawns. We've got a Taya finding a Rook at the top side, but they don't really care. Looking for the orb, and it looks like they're going to find it as red team pick up the orb, getting that HP and energy. Ulrich ult doesn't hit anyone. It hits Freya on the time back. She's got her ultimate ready. She might be able to use it in a minute. The energy shields can keep her alive for a little longer. Ulrich, half HP, she's going to use it, hitting the Pearl. There's no stun from her. It's now Ulrich throwing the rock. Radiant shield not being popped. Orb spawned in the middle. Freya looking for it. Blue team sniping under her nose though. Dun is not going to hit anyone from the Taya, who's really unable to capitalize on the good positioning from blue team this time. But it doesn't matter as Lucy falls. The first one out. That's really significant. That's their healer out of the fight. Taya could really feel it here. She's brought onto the air. It's going to save her a little bit of time. But a snipe from Rook. Beautiful Uber. No escape for her. As is now just the Freya. She's got her ultimate and she's got no HP. Overload, counter, she's going to use it, looking for the orb. Red team picked it up thanks to the ultimate, but Freya just does not have the HP or survivability, and she falls, denying a clean 5 rounds in a row for red team.
I do want to point out that Cross actually played it very well. He actually realized the situation when Wicked Man was actually spacing towards the Taya. Ends up using the Blast Shield to push him out so he couldn't stun him. And it's still a very strong awareness, but they just turned and burned him when his cooldowns were down. That was a lot of burst coming out of Greninja's team. Uber car, but that was a very, very solid play. That time they were able to keep the Taya suppressed. Also, there's a couple options they could have changed. They could have gone snare on the smite for Ulrich, or the snare on the boulder for Rook to actually slow down Taya, because considering all of her damage is mobility based. So they could have actually made adjustments for that in terms of pick. That's what the Q, the war cry with the Rook was for.
Indeed, as we're going to go into one. Again, we need a clean 2-game victory for blue team here if they want to take this game and move on to the grand final.
And so far, it's not looking good, as Root already brought down to nearly half HP. Maybe he's going to fall here, yet invulnerability popped. As Red Team pick up the orb, giving the ultimate to Freya, hitting Root instantly as soon as that invulnerability falls. Taya throwing a boomerang. She's getting the good range. Lucy ult as well. That's beautiful. With the panic as well. Ulrich is going to take so many tits of damage in there. Counter being popped from Root, but Root has to be really careful here. He's going to be healed up by the Ulrich. Ulrich desperately trying to support his team, but he's not able to as the zoning is Pearl's healing them up. Red Team picking up the orb yet again. Greninja has fishy. I'm not sure if he's going to choose to use it though. He's going to get hit. The grapple is going to save him from both Lucy and Freya's ultimate. Vulnerability onto Lucy, healing the Taya. Taya now has her ultimate. There's going to be a stun onto Freya, but Freya doesn't really care. She's so tanky. She's got so many shields. As the orb spawns, Red Team looking for it. Nearly sniped from the Root, but not quite, as Red Team pick up their third one in a row. Now it's Root, charge in, not hitting the stun though, 1 bar HP, they can turn their attention, the bubble shields can keep them alive for a little bit longer though. Thunder Strike not hitting anybody, that could have been a kill onto the Root, as Oceans is going to eat up the Taya on her mount, it's going to do into harm's way. That could have been big, but Root looks like he might be the first to fall, as counters going to buy him a little bit of time, but Red Team yet again picking up a safe 4th orb. As Root getting zoned out by the Taya, has to be careful, Taya's really looking for that kill, if they find it, it's going to be huge. They're stuck in this corner. Charge not hitting. He's got his counter ready though, and they're not able to bring down the Root. There's going to be a stun onto Taya. Taya really nearly falls there. That would have been huge. This Taya has to be careful. 1 bar HP looking for the orb. Will Blue Team be able to take it? No, it's the 5th one in a row. And the Taya roll brings down the Root, making it a 2v3 in this short area, leaving just this Ulrich to try and take all the damage, but he's not as tanky as Root, and he's going to fall as well. Now it's just Pearl. Half HP. This could be it. Counter, trying to save him. Bubble shield as well. 1 bar HP. Freya not able to get those hits off, but he's been pushed out of the zone and brought down by the Taya. A victory for Team Multinational, who will move on to the grand finals.
We just don't mix.
What a play. What a play.
I really... You were talking about how the Freya was going to look for a lot of ultimates. It did. They were really good.
100%.
Really good.
That was some very solid ults. So they actually were going to go for a wombo combo with the Lucy dropping the goo to slow, but Greninja did get a grapple hook and managed to get himself out of there in time. That was solid. Very solid play. That could have gone either way. Definitely probably should have went for a more control for either 1 or 2 rights to actually lock down Taya. Taya out of the way, they could actually focus down Freya. They could have done either way for that one. It actually could have gone either way. They still did very solid work. Wouldn't hit it for that. But if you can shut down Taya, you immediately get the range out of the way. That's one of the problems. But Cross actually doing a very solid job as Lucy, doing using all the meters, even while ulting still had EXE, a couple poison toxins out, but definitely keeping the petrified to keep the momentum on their side.
Yeah, 100%. Congratulations to Multinational who progress, and commiserations to Uber Zakar. You're a fan favorite with the name that I immediately butchered. But unfortunately, that is them eliminated, and we are down to our only 2 teams. We've got the Papadas that we saw playing earlier, and Team Multinational. Now, interesting to note, the grand finals will be the same format with 5 points for victory, a 5 win score. However, it will be a best of 3. Papadas actually walked into the series with a free win due to them winning the winners bracket rather than coming in through the losers bracket. Therefore, technically, we are already in a game of 3 with 1 win to Papadas. Multinational are going to need 2 wins. Papadas are only going to need 1. Or 2. 1. I'm not good at maths.
Hot math. 2 + 2 is 4. Quick math. Sorry.
So, while we're waiting for the Nets game to start, for the drafts to start, everything like that, again, if you're new here and you're not following already, the button in the top right of the screen, which is somewhere around me, I'm not good with positioning, it is a free follow button. It is free, and it only takes 2 seconds of your time, but it really supports us, it really helps us, and it will alert you when we're live. We do tournaments a lot, so I'd recommend you stepping back and coming back here. We also do have 2 giveaways at the moment for our indie keys. Not only will the winners here get their prizes of indie keys, but you in the Twitch chat right now with your Papadas, will be able to win some indie codes as well. If you've got Twitter, if you head over to the Twitter account, you can click the panel below, and that'll take you to the Indie Tourney official Twitter account. If you follow us there and then comment your favorite Battlerite hero on our relevant post, which should be the latest, our relevant tweet, that will enter you into the giveaway where you can win, and the winner will be announced after the grand final. You can also win by clipping. We've got a clip contest like we always do, people who have been here before. If you clip your favorite part of the stream, clip any part, a funny part, an epic part, a weird part, and put it in the Discord channel in our Discord server, which you can also find below. You can also be entered into a giveaway, and you have the chance to win another indie game code. So I'd really recommend doing it. It's free games, guys. Who doesn't love free games? So the last games, I'm not gonna lie, this has gone on a little longer than I thought with the picking times, and I'm starting to feel my stomach grumble.
Russians, am I right? Kidding.
Okay, possibly. It wasn't just the Russian team taking a long time to pick, but no, has been a
Most
lot.
definitely. But that was what Up Here said. It was a little bit of a, I guess we call it situation irony. Yeah. Since their team is now taking a little time to get their picks out of the way, might want to get high and know how to sync some passwords to a Gmail, man. Tommy Cubbies with the solutions to all problems. Expect that. 5-minute auto disqualify Pepe guy. It's Up Here. The man of reason. Get him out of here.
Right. Make a peanut butter honey sandwich. That doesn't sound... I mean, it sounds good. Doesn't sound healthy. It sounds weird, though. Peanut butter. Is that an American thing? Or am I just
I don't
weird?
like peanut butter, but I like honey, so who knows?
I mean,
Probably
I've never had peanut butter. I'm not a fan of peanuts, so I'd have it. I don't like nuts, but
Same.
I mean, I don't know if it's me not having it means it's an American thing or it's just a weird thing. It's the problem with me because I'm so weird. I don't know if it's me or if it's the country. You never know.
Well, for Squirt Baller, it's a weird thing.
Fair enough.
Freaking croak mains. You always know they're all weird. I'm kidding.
Croak mains.
Filthy
Croak is so
frog.
infuriating. Too many stuns, too many disables, and you never hunt them down.
It's like, oh man, I missed my stun. Well, I'll see you guys in 8 seconds when it's back up.
Oh, that was a good. Since when was Croak Zoidberg? Futurama.
That's basically.
Yeah.
I should do that. Some Croak Zoidberg memes. Croakberg.
Croakberg. I pay for a Zoidberg skin on a Croak. I don't really pay for things for. I don't pay for a lot of things. That came out wrong. I'm not a thief. But in terms of games, I don't pay for a lot of things. I don't pay for skins or anything. But if anyone from SLS is watching, if you put a Zoidberg Croak skin, I will buy at least 5.
I will buy 5. No more, no less.
5's a good number. You just play to make people mad. Yeah, that's generally what online games do to people. There are some games that... Most games make me mad, but there are some games that just don't give me enough in return to validate how angry I get. Like League of Legends.
Yeah. I was thinking into my head, it's like, oh man, 52-minute match, someone threw at the end.
I mean, CSGO is another one for me. It's so infuriating. Like because you can die in like one headshot. Like you could just turn a corner and go, poof, and it just makes me angry. It's not worth it. I try and stop myself playing League of Legends, or at least not playing competitive. But I mean, I never control myself. I'll probably play another game in like probably a few hours. Let's be honest. No.
I'll tell you a secret. On my way to actually getting pretty solid at playing Battlerite, I probably uninstalled this game and stopped playing it like 4 different times. I was like, really? You know, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm never playing this game again. Like 2 weeks later, all right, let me new game, new me.
I have that with Dota 2.
So not shiny.
I've been playing
Tony
Dota
Cuffy
2.
says peanut butter and toasted marshmallow on toast, though, is fantastic. Peanut butter's a global thing. What rock are you living under? He says that's a Unix.
What
Global
rock am I
thing
living
covers.
under? The rock that is England.
I agree with you, though. I'm not a big fan of peanut butter as well, but they say otherwise. But it's all good. Hey, shut up back there, roommate. Just be eye candy. Shut your mouth.
I've got nothing but this beautiful green screen you can't see. Hey guys, look at my green screen. Oh wait, you can't.
And look, I like showing that, I have activity around me. There's people.
There's people. There's eye candy. I mean, I have, problem with, like, stream, because I don't have any objects to show my personality, because I have no personality. I've got, hold on, I've got, this is part of my personality. Chocolate. Fuck out of here. I just want this game to start. Are they banning or something?
I'm not actually paying attention. I'm just doing a little side sequitur conversation. This is the grand final, so we're just waiting for it to start.
I have a translation to me.
All right, so Pio says they're done. Freaking Russians, man. Look at it. I called it. He's going to say it. Pepega.
Papeda.
Pepe. Oh. But alrighty. Now we're going to get into our grand finals. First to 3, since Pepega has not lost on the way here, they'll actually get an automatic count for a win.
Did you know that Pepe the Frog is banned in Overwatch League streams?
Why?
Or in Overwatch League in general. Well, because there's a bunch of people saying Pepe the Frog is like a white nationalist symbol. I don't know how. It's not. But yeah, people say that, and it's actually led basically Blizzard, who's trying to have like a professional scene rather than like the normal esports scene.
So instead of even being associated with it, they just like, all right, get it out of here. We're going.
Yeah,
we're done
yeah.
with it.
there were cases. Overwatch League player who streams, for his birthday, he tweeted "Feels Birthday Man," which is sad Pepe wearing a birthday hat. And that was like a year ago. And then like when they initiated this ban, he had to go back through his Twitter and delete that tweet. Because like Overwatch League players are on a contract. It's what's interesting. There's like two forms of esports. Is like contract esports and then just like raw esports. And all the games, I quite like the raw esports, but I do come from Dota 2, which is raw esports. Like, okay, so for example, let's compare Dota 2 to Overwatch League. Dota 2, the players aren't contracted. The players are literally, they get either invited to Valve tournaments or they have to qualify. And that's it. It's like old stuff. It's you play through the qualifiers, you qualify, then you play in the tournament, and you win a prize pool, you win a first place. And that's it. That's like old esports where it like originally popped up. A lot of new companies such as Blizzard and Riot Games and people want to make the scene more professional. So they introduce contracted players, where the players basically sign into a season. There's like season 1 of Overwatch League or whatever. They sign contracts. They're part of this team. And it's a lot more professional, like football or soccer or problem with the contract ones is while it's good because it gives a stable wage to the players, it's more professional, it's more like clean, but it also means they get to control what they say, which means there have been cases where like players have been punished for out of game stuff. There have been cases in League of Legends where like these high tier players flame each other in like just pubs and they get fined for it because they're on contract. Like they just talk shit in a pub game, in a normal ranked game, and Riot fines them. So yeah, it was a little diverge thing of the pros and cons of contract plays and free plays. Different attitudes. Anyway, you should probably get onto the game. Am I being the main one for this, or are you?
You can for the grand finals. I'll leave you the spotlight.
Okay. You can do the next game if there is a next game. Right, let me quickly catch up. We've got Rydon on the left side here. He's already half HP. Virash, he's going to use his power to try and keep him alive for a little bit longer. He's going to jump. He could be the first to fall. Yes, Reyes on the Raygun to fall. That's not good. That's their melee out of the fight already. Jumon, he cannot take all that Rook attention, but it looks like he might have to. So Prowess can keep him alive for a little bit longer. Rook is going to turn attention onto the Blossom.
This is now 2v1 up there. Jumon, 1 bar of HP. The Blossom might find him there. He's going to be able to jump. He has another charge. He's going to use it. He's stuck behind the wall. Blossom uses her ultimate, has to instantly cancel though. Prowess can keep Jumon alive for a little bit longer with the healing from Blossom, but I'm not sure how long that's going to last because he's just running away. They're running away, and Blossom's going to fall. No more healing for Jumon. He's used Overload. He's going to try and get off as much damage as possible, but most likely, I think he knows it, that his fate is sealed in the hands of this Rook, this Varish, and this Blossom. He's proud to keep him alive for a little bit longer, but it's not going to be enough, and he falls, meaning the first round goes to blue team on the side of Papayas.
Shiny, I agree. But yes, definitely the I like to call it the shark infested waters. Once armor break and judgment is on them, they have to get out of there. And Ulrich was a little too slow. No, Ulrich, Rygon was a little too slow at getting out of there. So we'll see an adjustment. He'll probably put on harder boulder pass. Cross actually did put it on while playing his Blossom. Definitely trying to give himself a safety guard. There's just so much burst coming on. Quest is still going to stick with his normal tried and true Crown of Power along with harder boulder pass. Keep himself solidly protected. Putting Pollen with his E to try and lock down for a long period of time. See how that works out. I haven't seen the items drop for the team yet. Varish is going to go for Windwalkers with Jolting Amulet. Void Reaper and Windwalkers on the Palermo. Still pretty solid picks. Yep, 2 harder pull the passes, Reyes and Cross.
Yeah, and they're going to be a harder to take down, but I'm not sure if Pez is going to push forward, looking for the Blossom. She's going to be able to hop away to safety, leaving the Raidon alone in the center, but he might have the survivability to deal with it. Rook really doesn't want the Blossom to get close. He charges them back. You gotta really zoom out the camera here to see both aspects because you've got the Rook all the way in red team spawn while Rhydon's looking for the Orb. Orb is 40 HP. Rhydon's looking for it. Can he find it? He will as red team pick it up, but it's gonna be Jumon actually getting punished here. 1 bar of HP. He could be dead to the Rook. Does he have charge ready? He's gonna look for a charge, but he's gonna stop. Jumon, stuck at the bottom. Turn their attention to Blossom. Blossom's the first to fall. That's not what I expected. It could be Jumon to follow. As he's forced out of there, the Rook wants to find him. Does he have a stun? He's going to be able to dodge it. And as he's done with the Prowl. The Prowl, though, is not going to last forever. As now Blossom pushing the back. Rhydon desperately trying to take all the attention away from that DPS character. But he can't 2v1 either as Jumon falls to the Blossom down at the bottom, leaving just the Rhydon. He looks for the orb, but he's not going to find it. As he's forced out of there, going to jump for it, but he's going to fall. And blue team pick up the orb while they're at it as a bit of BS. 2 rounds to the side of Papadas.
Wow, that burst damage was coming out in force. The M2 Smash Crush coming from Palermo along with the saw pure E with the break, the casted judgment for Shatter. That just instantly destroyed Cross. It's just so much front-loaded damage coming from this team. It's been very solid on this team so far. They have not adjusted it at all. It is. No one's actually been able to break it, so they have no reason to fix it. We'll see if they get a change. Also, Shiny with some beautiful commentary. He said, Rygon, I've seen people in war take less damage than you.
Yeah, they're definitely feeling the pinches. They're going to pop into the 3rd round. This is grand finals, and Papadas started this while winning the winner's bracket 1 game up. So if they win, if blue team win the next 3 rounds and take this series, and they're just going to win the entire tournament. So really, red team got to step up and got to try and pressure that Rook. Now it looks like they're going to turn their attention to Varish. He's incapacitated. Rook is going to charge, hitting the tree though, as the orb spawns. Prowl being used on the Jumon. He doesn't have a lot of escape. Do they know that? They do, as Rook is going to charge. Stun as well, brought down to half HP. Rhydon trying to take up the attention of the Rook, but I don't think the Rook wants a single bit, as the Blossom is going to ult, stunned, cancelled it, but he gets 2 shots off. Incapacitate Rock onto the Varish. Varish could die to the Rhydon here. Blue team really have to be careful. Red team have the HP advantage, 76 HP. As Varish is going to be the first to fall, dropping blue team in this corner. Blue team knocked into the air. He's going to drop, overload red team, picking up the orb. As there's 1 bar HP left on the Blossom. Now it's Rook, counter being popped, and he's really low. He could be really in trouble here. As Blossom falls, Rook falls as well, and red team, as I was saying, they pick up the slack and they take the 3rd round, denying a whitewash victory for Papadas. I mean, the Rook was the Rook was getting cornered off by the Rhydon. I think it was the attention. The Rook had a lot less space in that round compared to the others, and he wasn't able to put the pressure they had onto the Jumon. I think focusing the Jumon is in these first 2 rounds has been really effective because he hasn't able to get his ultimate off. And when you've got a ranged character who can't even auto attack, you can't use their mouse 1. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? As round drops as well. It's going to be 4th round. Blossom jumping away. Hopper's done dead to safety. Parry is used on the Rydon, but not able to hit the stun. Rook charging, finding the stun onto the Blossom. The Blossom, look out of there, thanks to the Tree of Life blocking their path. Nicely done from him. His counters used. Siege's mark. Berserker's doing. He's not going to be able to hit the charge. Rook doesn't have an option, so he's able to fall back. Orb spawns in the middle. Rydon looking for it. 6 HP. Red team pick up the first orb, giving them the HP and energy advantage. Incapacitate. Being hit onto the Rook, popped instantly. Charge is not going to hit onto the Jumon, who prowls away. Rydon, invulnerable. Rook charging, counter not being popped. Jumon could capitalize on this. Hits the Cetus Mars, they do. He's stuck in the corner. Could be really bad for Rook. Blossom's going to use him as well. He's going to charge away, but he doesn't have a lot of answers. In the air, nice counter from him. Saves his life, but he's able to fall back. But still, he is low. This is now Rydon. Blossom jumping away. Finding the stun onto Rydon. Counter being popped for Rook as well. But his blue team now on the disadvantage here. Rydon jumps in. Parry being used. Orb spawns in the middle. Stun onto Rydon. Rook could be the next to fall here and invulnerably popped. That was a really important orb, giving them the HP they needed. He's going to charge in. Nice dodge from them. Looking for the Blossom, but Blossom has 1 bar HP. Counter not being popped. The stun as well, and Rook is going to be the first to fall. Beautiful combo from the Jumon. He uses his ultimate to take down the Rook. No overload is used on the Blossom. Looking for the kill onto the Rydon. Throwing their Acons, but Rydon's able to get out of there, leaving just a Brash at the bottom. Parry not being hit. Pedro being sent in chat. Very cool. Actually, Blossom could be the next to fall her as Varash really wants to look for it, but Red Team pick up the orb, giving her the HP she needs. She's got her ultimate ready. Going to be able to stun the Varash. As now, it's also the Blossom, the sideline, being taken down by the Rydon. She's got a fall, leaving just the Varash. He uses Overload. He's got a lot of damage. He is a ranged counter after all, but if he's not able to get it off, counter being popped. Very nice. Can he find the Rydon? No, the Rydon knocks him into the air. Blossom's going to ult as well. Weaken. 2 hits hit. And there's the 3rd needed to bring him down. In the second round, it's going to be a 2-2 for both these teams.
They're actually managing to punish out Polarvo very heavily right now. They definitely need to do an adjustment, or he needs to adjust his behavior pattern. It's definitely getting predicting or being called out along with the comms. Very solid turnaround so far, 2-2 now. And it's looking like Cross actually put up 1,000 instant protections, keeping the team alive on their side. Meanwhile, Sapiro putting up 1,200 damage. Big outliers of damage far.
Look at the consumables here. We're seeing only Holy Flames and... Oh no, we have a 2 Rune Ball.
Got chronometers, and then Holy Flame trying to break out the... Actually, there's no hard boulder pass. Rook decided to forgo that for Windwalkers and Void Reaper like he's been going so far.
Charge. Gonna try to find the Blossom here. Blossom's able to hop out of there though. Rydon's gonna jump on, turn their attention onto the enemy Blossom. Gast is gonna be hit into the air. I got a cough. Barash has his ultimate ready. He's gonna shoot, but no, he's gonna miss it and not have it anymore. Rook turning back. Parry being used. Rook is in a spot of bother here. Rydon might turn to 1v1 them here. They're actually trying to bring down the Rook immediately, but Blossom's going to use her ultimate to help. Invulnerability pop from Rydon, thanks to the Heart of the Boulder Pass. Now Tree in the middle, counter and Varash not being popped. As Rydon has his ultimate ready, going to choose the EX ability to incapacitate the Blossom at the bottom. He now turns to attention. Half HP. Stun as well. Blossom to be the first to fall here. The Rune Ward is going to give her the shield. Ultimate trying to be used to find it. He's instantly cancelling. Now it's Rydon who doesn't have his space, doesn't have his parry. If Varash finds him here, it could be bad. It's Rydon stuck in the bottom. 2 hits needed, but he's able to dodge it pretty well with the sustainability from his EX M1s. Double stun from the Rook. Rook trying to take their attention away so they can finish off the Varash. Stun going to come out. They could find the Blossom, but the Dust is going to push the Rook away. Now it's going to be Blossom stuck in the corner. She's 1 hit needed, but will she be able to find it? Will she be able to get away? She will, as Rydon dies in the spawn. Cetus Mask onto 2. Natural Fury not being able to get off thanks to the Rook cancelling with the stun. They could find the Blossom. No, she dodges it. Nicely done, but the charge is going to find her. Leaving a 2v1. Blue team could find her, but Jumon, he's full energy. He's half HP. The overload from the Rook is going to do a lot of damage to him. 1 bar HP needed. Is not going to be able to hit the stun as the Prowler's used to cancel that full bar of energy, so he can't use his ultimate. But who really needs to use their ultimate onto Jumon? They use the EX abilities, and EX abilities he's going to be able to do. Not when he's incapacitated, not when he's stunned. He's jumping away. He's got the double hit of the space. The stun as well. Overload has been giving that extra damage. Counter being popped. Charge hitting the stun somehow through the orb. And blue team is going to pick up their third round in this grand final.
2,000 points coming out Palermo. Massive amounts of damage, managing to find the targets that have judgment on them from Superior, as well as keeping armor break up constantly. And also 571 protections, 398 of it eat. He is definitely self-sustaining himself here. He actually has no need for the Blossom. They just stick together. Farish and Blossom, and managing to box down and keep Reyes into the corner and effectively killing him, and while still getting a very advantageous kill. So they did immediately die after Jumong went to turn onto the Blossom. So Pure actually made a very good clutch teammate decision, jumped in front of him and said, "Get down, Mr. President." Took a couple shots from the Jumong as well to keep Blossom alive a little bit longer, forcing him to overextend, giving Rook time to finish off not Shrek though, the Blossom.
Shrek!
Shrek!
Did you say Shrek?
A little bit.
Shrek
All
is in the DreamWorks character. I want a Shrek skin for Rook, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, but never mind. The jokes is not right now as the parry's going to be used. Double stun onto blue team as Rhydon trying to take the attention he can. Orb in the middle going to be taken. Blue team picking it up. Nicely played from them. His HP is fairly even. Energy though, different story. Rook trying to take attention to the two up at the top. Meanwhile, the Rhydon is harassing the Varesh, bringing him down to half HP. Parry's going to be used. My FPS is 2. Blossom ult cancelled, knocked into the air by Rhydon, and vulnerability from him.
3-man in cap.
Team up there. Beautiful in cap. Giving blue team the space to take the orb. Rook is being used. Armor break onto the Rhydon and vulnerability pop from the Blossom. Counter being popped. Nicely done from Pelero. Blossom ult instantly cancelled by the Rook. The charge is going to be cancelled with the Tree of Life. Blossom's able to have the space to heal herself up, but it's now Rhydon who's turned their attention to. His 1 bar of HP is very tasty. They find the Blossom at the top. Beautiful. Red team do pick up the orb, and that could be the turnaround they need to meet the space of that lost team member. Maybe it's not, as Rook harassing down the Jumon, incapacitated as well. Turn their attention back to the middle. It's Rhydon, 1 bar of HP. If he's not careful, he could fall. He's able to jump over, get the space he needs, but it means they're turning their attention to Jumon. There's going to be a Blossom ult. Reflects one, but the other's dodged. Jumon falls to the bottom, looking for the orb. Blue team picking it up. Overload for the Rhydon. Rhydon now picking up the health orbs, but he's going to fall as well, because there's not much to do in that situation. And that's going to be 4 points for blue team. If the Pages win one more round, they're going to take the entire tourney.
Palermo is playing out of his mind right now, putting up so much damage and is still able to keep clutch interruptions with a lot of his disables. 223, 77 on the in cap. 3-man in cap probably has a big dividend due for that. 67 on stun, boulder toss for the knockback. He is definitely trying to control the enemy team as much as possible to give his team the opportunity they can to maximize their damage. Sapir has been making sure to follow up on that as well. But by far and large, Rook has been mostly unchecked. He almost did die with the punish they actually pulled out when his cooldowns were down. Teammate were able to capitalize on that. Match point so far for Pepega.
Let's see if they're going to be able to hit that match point. Rhydon jumping through. Looking bad for him as he's already lost 1 bar of HP. Rook trying to take the attention and harassing the Jumon. They're able to get out of there though. Seeker Smart stun as well. Armor break is going to mean the Jumon takes extra damage. The charge is going to hit as well. Stunning him up. Rhydon already half HP thanks to the Varish and the Blossom. Stuns as well. 1 bar of HP. If he doesn't get the help he needs, this could be bad. Red team picking up the first orb. Nicely played. It's going to give them the HP they need because they have not had a good start of the game. Armor break as well. Half HP onto the Jumon. Prowl. Going to save him a little bit of time. But now it's Rhydon. Really low. 1 hit. Blossom might be able to capitalize on this, man. He might be able to find it. Rook wants his counter to be popped, but he's not going to be able to do it. And vulnerability on Kessing. But now it's Rhydon. Turn their attention. Varash might find him here. 1 auto needed. 1 auto found! As Rhydon is going to be the first to fall. I mean, just the Jumon and the Blossom, they're both on over 100 HP, but over 100 HP go fast when you're up against a Polera on the Rook. Blossom standing, I think he's given up as Blossom falls in the corner, leaving just the Jumon. Jumon, 1 bar of HP, but they find it as well! And it's going to be not only a round victory, not only a match victory, but a tournament victory for Pepega, who win the entire tournament 2-0 against Team Multinational in the grand final. Congratulations to Pepegas and commiserations to Team Multinational.
We are the champions. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh.
Well played, though.
Well played. Yeah, no, honestly, that was a good grand final. I think Papages definitely does play it. Provera on the rook there.
Ooh.
Really did some important work. And
Big brain
if there's
rook
an MVP,
main.
rook main. Ugh. What's worse than a croak main? A rook main.
Well played indeed. Pepe got taking the tournament altogether.
Congratulations, guys.
Multinationals doing a very solid job as well. Second place. Actually, all the contestants did a very good job. Even our Ringers free agents from the last tournament yesterday, they were just kind of put together. They wanted to come out from well-established and scrimmage teams, and they did very well. They did very well. So kudos to everyone. Say pat yourself on the back, but take it as a lesson, improve your craft, and come back again. I would like to see you guys perform higher levels.
We are constantly doing Battlerite tournaments, so if you've played today and you're not happy with the results, or maybe Pepe just want to have another go at it, sorry. Do remember that we do constantly do Battlerite tournaments, and this is not your own chance. If you weren't able to play today and you're watching from the Twitch chat and want to have a go again, feel free to sign up. The way you can do that is staying in contact with us, joining the Discord. If you follow us on Twitter, at the moment, the link is down below. We do announce when we're going to do tournaments there. If you follow us on Twitch, it will alert you when we are live, and you can be a free agent. And if you also want to join the Discord, that's where we talk, and that's where we announce and actually plan these and talk and everything like that. So, if you like Battlerite as much as us, make sure to do those 3 things, and we can have some more fun down the road, guys. So, end of stream. We've got the tournament victory, and I think we've got some giveaways to do, Fly, am I right? Gotta talk.
Yes, there's a raffle going on.
Oh, there's a raffle going on right now.
Yes, there should be a raffle. Now that the tournament is close to finishing, they will be doing a Love Hound for the lucky contestant that gets the win the raffle. So when it pops up in here in the chat, when Master Fly gets that, you can need to reach out to Suppier. Okay, I got you. What do you need him for? I can tell. Okay. He's still here? Private lobby. Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry. So yeah, here we are. Raffle for a Lovehound mount key. Ooh.
The interview. Right. Let me see if I can get him on Discord then, yes.
I also see that we've received a bit more money because we're casting, we don't have alerts on. So I don't know who donated. Fly, if you could check, it might be somewhere depending on what OBS you use or in Twitch, but could you tell me who's kindly donated to the stream so we can thank them in person? Because at the moment we're on 7 out of 15 euros. The match was best of 1. No, so what happened is it was a best of 3 match, but as a reward for winning in the winners bracket, Papagas came into the best of 3 with an extra, a free point, which means when they won the game we've just watched, that was 2 points out of a best of 3. They take down the tournament. So it wasn't
Suppier does say that Gobber's your manager. Gobber, would you like to come in for the interview for your team winning the tourney?
Oh yeah, if you guys want to interview, cool, pop in. We can talk to you guys. Oh, I'm not going to organize it though, so I don't know why I'm talking.
I'll just ask you a few questions, and that's about it. Since Suppier says you're the manager, so if you would like to come on down and hop into Discord. What is my Discord?
It was anonymous, Mop. Well, thank you, whoever that was who had donated anonymously. Thank you so much.
Yeah, love you, Ogre Anonymous. Oh, appreciate that. Where's Discord? All right.
Where's Discord? Everything you'll need is in the... If you scroll down below the stream a little bit, you'll be able to see our Discord, our YouTube, our Twitter, our Facebook, our Battlefy, and also a donate panel. All the money that we make off donations go towards improving the tournaments, prize pools, materials, anything will do it. It's not going to be pocketed, and every single part of your donations, your kind gifts to make this better, will 100% go towards the stream and tournaments. So thank you to the €2. I can't remember your names earlier.
still around, thank you so much for those 2 €1 donations, and thank you so much for the anonymous €5 as well. It really does mean a lot, guys. Thank you.
Well, Billy, honesty would have been better. Yeah, I would agree, Shiny. Definitely to deal with Varish barreling into him with the debuffs. But it was well played.
You know what my criticism
yeah.
of the final was, Oda? Not enough
Sorry?
meteors.
Oh yeah,
enough meteors.
right. You only got a little bit of your meteor action. I'm sorry for that, man.
Yeah. I didn't get my meteor fixed today.
That feels bad. Where can I find? There he is. Can I add him to the call? How do I do that?
You might have to have him as a friend.
I don't
If
want to
not,
do that. We're not that close. No, I'm kidding. All right, I add him. Give me your sub, your.
Yeah, if you add as a friend, you'll be able to add you the tool. Or, I mean, we could move into the chat. Oh no, because we're gonna lose the weapon footage, aren't we?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep,
You add Oda as a friend, and then we'll be able to add you.
He's currently listening to it, maybe. Potential. All right, there it is. I have him as a friend. So how do I do this here? Where's the button for this? Add friend to DM. There we go. Perfect. Adding.
Ooh. Whoa.
Ooh. Master
Right,
Sapir.
okay.
Oh, 1 second.
Cameras of.
Now we're like
Ooh.
the Brady Bunch.
There we go. Alright.
Try to
I'm
find.
here now.
Excellent.
What's good?
So, how do you feel about winning the tourney? First of all, I would like to ask you.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry?
How did you feel about winning the tourney? First thing I'm going to ask.
When you have good players on your team, it's quite easy. Not much else
Ooh.
to say.
All right. How about your team comp? Did you guys automatically decide that as far as that, or you just work out the numbers like this is our biggest advantage in burst?
It's easy. Well, I mean, I chose the players, I set up the team, and I did the drafting and the bans, etc. But yeah, I just know like what their advantages are, what SAPU can play, what Questkit can play, same for Palermo. So yeah, it was quite easy to set up the team, and yeah.
The mastermind, outstanding. Was there any teams that you felt would have given you the most trouble, either by champ or by player expertise?
I guess Girl Ninja's team, if we had let him pick Pearl, but yeah, that's why we banned Pearl. So yeah, he didn't have that chance.
Solid. All right.
Yeah,
Did you have any questions for him there, Unix?
Why no meteors, man?
Meteors. Period. Not even a question mark. More meteors.
More meteors.
We need you to work into your master plan strategy. How did you feel about the overall skill level of the tournament? Would you be down to actually spread the word and also participate again?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. It's quite fun to like have some tournaments in this game since there's no in-game tournament system. So
Summer Studios.
yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
Exactly.
Outstanding. Cool.
But yeah, we'd love to participate in future tournaments. It's quite fun.
That's what I'd like to hear. I enjoyed watching it. Wish I could get like under 100 ping for playing in EU. I would have definitely enjoyed it more for the high level competitive stuff.
I'll just move over. The easy
just
gonna
move
take
over.
every moment. BPL Season 3 is around the corner.
BPL Season 3. Well, Penta Fight Night League. I think that's what it would be.
Yep.
I don't know if Battlerite will do it, but I know
I'm
Penta
sure
might.
If we all buy Battle Pass Season 2, there will be a huge prize pool at next DreamHack. Keep the dream alive.
I do want the dream to live. Also want a new champion. So if they can give me a champion, I will definitely be motivated.
Mop, thanks, man. It's good to see you, even though you weren't able to come today. It's good to see you in chat. Yeah, and he's also raised an important thing as well. Thank you to everybody who participated, and thank you to everybody who watched as well. I really enjoy casting, but I mean, to cast, you need people to play. So honestly, thank you guys to playing. Thank you guys to watching. Thank you for Fly for giving me the opportunity. I really do appreciate it, guys. So
This time you're the winner's up here. I don't want to say I want to see you knocked down, but I do want to see you challenged. was the closest match actually.
Oh, you want to comment?
Just
on
wait
this,
until
by
you
the
and me
way?
get in the Ed Brawl arena.
The egg brawl. Sorry, was that so pure?
I'll hand over SCP for a moment. I'm the team manager.
Oh, you're the gobbler.
Exactly.
The mastermind. That's right.
Yep, that's me. All right, I'm handing SCP over.
All right.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Sapir, the actual voice of champion. You talk to the mastermind. Are you a little nervous? No?
Yeah, I'm too nervous. I let my manager usually do the talking.
You have a great voice. What's to be scared of?
Thanks, man. Same.
Well played,
So-
man. Well played.
Yeah.
Well, did this tournament actually make you think of picking up any other champions for your pocket pick, or can you play them all at a high level?
Not really. I can only play Rukan, but we got Palermo, so it's like whatever.
Palermo was going absolutely insane. It was actually really cool to watch.
Yeah.
But cool. How'd you feel comfortable in the Varish pick? I know you've been playing him off and on since I come to your streams. I was wondering how'd you feel comfortable as pretty much playing Varish most of the tournament.
Yeah, well, my counters are like bronze level, so I don't. I used to use counter right, but I cut that and basically just debuff people so they get slapped by the rook.
I preferred it. I like the synergy pick as well.
Yeah, it was fun games, but sadly the competition could be a bit bigger. To be honest, it was my very first Battlerite Tournament win.
Oh, really? Tournament cherry? Awesome.
Now that all the good players are gone, I can finally win some tournaments.
Oh, you could have actually fought very well with them. I think so.
Last chance for people in the chat to enter the raffle by typing !mod raffle, by the way. Just making sure that known. Continue, sorry.
Sorry?
No,
for
I
the
was
raffle.
I was talking to
Out of
stream,
bounds.
don't worry. Don't worry.
Doing the PSA announcement. If you are in the streams up here, if you do ! Raffle, you can get a Lovehound mount if you don't already have one. Or if you just want to greed and grab another one, does not matter.
I mean,
You
it's
have a
it's a code, right? So you could give it to
Yeah.
friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I already have one, but isn't the prize another love hunt?
That's a good point. Are you gonna, if you win the raffle?
Oh
you
yeah,
get
they
two.
won. And they won the tournament, so they got
Yeah,
Lovehounds anyway. So like I said, greed.
Get 3. Yeah, it's a Steam code. Oh. So yeah, you could get 3. And remember, the raffle isn't the only way you could win. Follow on Twitter and reply, and you can get a giveaway there. And clip contest. I guess it's too late to make clips, isn't it? It's the tournament's over. Unless you want to make a
well,
clip of this.
You could
You
do a
make a clip of
highlight
this-
of it. Yeah.
A highlight, yeah. You can make a clip of this right now and tag me in it, and I'll give you a personalized thank you, Kanye. Very cool.
All right. Is there anything else? I'm missing anything? I feel like I'm not. Raffle. Oh, you already said the Twitter for the indie tourney for the indie game.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to say? Sapir?
Yeah, just thanks for the great tournament and nice cast. Well, it was fun to play tournaments. It was the first time I managed to join the indie tournament as well.
Sounds
Last
good.
times didn't have time, was a bit unlucky. Today, we wouldn't have had time as well, but kinda turned out like that. Yeah, thanks to everybody.
It was good to have you, man. It was good to have you. Thank you.
No worries, man. Have a nice evening.
You too. You too.
You too.
Wholesome. But yeah. Right. Oh, but he's left, and the camera's messed up again because he left.
Ah, he ripped my body in half.
Oh, whoa, oh! There's 2 of me.
Gobbler says, I'm glad I sold my apartment to finance Team Pepe, guys. Best choice of my life. I mean, if you can keep a tournament scene going, I think you can make a proper investment out of this. You may not end up as a hobo yet.
Hey, should I stay or should I go?
Should I stay or should I go? Da-na-na-na. You can do what you please.
You can leave. I mean, it'd be funny if you leave again. Let's just feel free to.
But yeah, poor Fly. He's like, I gotta keep you setting the cameras.
Yeah,
Oh, it was Gobber TV who won the Lovehound mount. Congratulations, Gobber. Sorry,
It was rigged. His team already got it. What do you mean? I'm kidding.
It was already Saying. I was too busy focused on the cam messing up that I didn't. Thank you, but congratulations,
Never
man. Enjoy.
Never mind. You just missed Tummy Comes. I'm sorry. I let you know late. That was on me.
Right. Is there much else to do? I mean, if you're not
Yeah,
following
that is-
already, but
Towards the end of the stream, actually,
Yeah.
we've been your casters, Ogre Enforcer here, then Eunice, the panda, man, the god, the goat, the master, the mastermind.
the goat. No one's ever called me a goat before, but I'll take it.
The greatest of all time.
You know what I am though? I'm hungry. So
Oh yeah, I agree.
yeah, so I think just closing up the stream now. I'll go eat, and we'll all be good. All right. All right, Fly, you're in charge of this.
I'm gonna be streaming for a little bit longer. I'll probably play a couple matches with Impulsivity and Tummy Cummies. I need to jump around. That's what I'll be doing. Probably play a little bit of Baco Egg Brawl. Now you put it in my head, Eunice. The man put it in my head. You're gonna raid me? Oh no! I don't have my defenses ready.
Oh, right. Thank you, everybody who's come by. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to say thank you so much. I love casting, but I can't cast without you guys. So it should be me thanking you. And on that note, I think we're going to end it up. So when you're ready, Fly. Do I just have to awkwardly